Hello, hello. Sorry about the wait. I was busy inhaling my lunch in like 10 minutes. But hi, everyone. Hello, happy Friday. How is everyone doing? How is everybody doing? 7 months, Angel. Let's go. We had a hype train. Wow, a hype train before we even left the waiting screen. Oh yeah, I enjoyed my food. I had what is it, carbonara? Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it was real carbonara. I think it was just it was imitation, but whatever. It was still good. It was still good. I love pancetta. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Really good. I feel like it's probably the only type of is it pork? I think it's pork. I think it's pork. It's pork, right? I don't really eat much pork. I'm mostly a seafood lover and like beef. So, but I do love bacon. I can't have pork belly though. I feel like pork belly is too fatty for me. I'll have like two pieces and that's it. That's all I can have. I can't really eat fatty foods in general, so that's why wagyu beef and stuff like that I can only have in small doses. I can't have a whole steak of that. Has anyone here tried a steak of wagyu before? That shit is so rich. It literally tastes like I'm about to have a heart attack. But hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Today we are hanging out. We are hanging out. We are quite literally hanging out with Mega Greninja. How are you all doing? Y'all are upside down. You all are upside down. Y'all enjoy the vibes? Yes. Oh, now y'all are. Oh, there we go. Now everyone's gonna be hanging. Wait. Well, some of y'all aren't. Oh, wait. Wait. All right. We are all hanging. There we go. Now we're all hanging upside down. You're not alone. Perfect. We're just all a bunch of Ash Guardians hanging out together. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate redeem. Oh, except I feel like I'm already stretching because I'm hanging upside down and all the blood is rushing to my head right now. So, just hanging out for real. Look at us. We look beautiful. Wait, let me close out of some programs. Why am I lagging so much? There you go. Is stream lagging for anyone else, or is it just me? That must be some strong hair gel, right? My hair defies the laws of gravity. Imagine having yourself be like that the whole stream. I mean, who said that we weren't gonna be like this the whole stream? we this is what we're doing all stream. Hi Puppo. Hi Puppo. Welcome in. Puppo redeemed the first. You were first. You're the first one here. And Zeref was second. And then Michael. And then it's IU. And Matt, Ash, Brova, Angel. In that order. And Beryl. Welcome in, Beryl. Oh, we're already stripping me? Wow. Okay. Well, lucky for you all. I have nothing. I can't speak because all the blood is rushing to my head, so I don't even know what I was trying to say there. Are we pulling Cloud from Fire Emblem? I don't play Fire Emblem. I don't get the reference. I probably should though. I've been telling Chad I need to start getting into other games other than Pokemon, and I feel like I should probably get into Legend of Zelda. Maybe see if I enjoy Fire Emblem. I don't know. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna be an Overwatch and Pokemon streamer, and I don't know if that's the brand I want right now. I don't know what kind of streamer I want to be. Brova is really close to my booba. Oh, all y'all fell. Damn. Y'all didn't last very long. Skill issue. Me and Greninja are still hanging. Y'all hit your heads. I was also before stream. The reason why I didn't finish my food before stream was because I was too busy uh, getting rage baited by AI bros on my latest tweet about why we shouldn't be using Gen AI and we shouldn't consider it a learning tool. Like, yeah, another day of me trying not to go viral on another text post, impossible challenge. They were trying to rage bait you too. Like, seriously, I'm like, y'all, we already know that you don't care. Like, you literally don't care about anyone else's feelings but your own, so just leave us alone. Like, AI is not a learning tool, and people with that kind of mindset, they're just like, oh, you're allowed to do and use whatever you want, as long as you're having fun, and if you don't like it, then you can move on and go away. I'm just like, well, why don't you leave? Leave my comment section. If it makes you upset, then leave. You're the one that's in my comment section. Like, I'm not the one dictating what you should be doing. You're the one that's coming to my comment section dictating why I shouldn't have that opinion. And I'm just like, okay, well, looks like you're the one who has a problem with what I have to say. I didn't do anything to you. One of them said bullocks to the fact that it started saying using Gen AI reduces your brain pathways, which is true. They really don't like to listen to facts. Like, we quite literally have so many different reasons that we shouldn't be using Gen AI. Like, how unethical it is, and it literally exploits real people. Data centers right now are polluting the environment. We have literally introduced legislation to like stop the construction of data centers, and also maybe like stop like the current like just completely like remove it from polluting the environment, because it quite literally is. Like, there's nothing else I can say. It quite literally is. Like, they're it's polluting the air, it's polluting the drinking water, and I guess that doesn't really matter to some people because it exists now, and they're just like, well, if it's there, we should just use it, right? They're making everything hotter, stealing people's drinking water. It's just a bunch of excuses. People don't want to acknowledge that there are consequences because they benefit from it. And it's just such loser behavior. It's loser behavior. Why am I upside down, Froggy? Why don't you also be upside down with us? Like your friend here, Greninja's a frog too, right? He is a frog, right? Yeah, Greninja's a frog with a really long ass tongue for a scarf. You too can float. You too can be upside down. I heard that Pennywise is coming to Dead by Daylight. Is that true? Anyone else also a huge fan of Pennywise the clown? I remember watching the first, or not first, like the It movie, like the recent ones that come out, like not the original one, but like the modern version, the modern like reboot of It, and I really enjoy the series a lot. I do think Pennywise is a very interestingly terrifying character. You haven't watched It before? Maybe we should. Maybe we should have a horror movie night sometime later this year and watch like It and other horror movies. Maybe I don't know. Maybe not every week of October, but maybe we should do some scary movie nights for the fall season, because I really do love horror and just everything about autumn. It's my favorite season. I love the spooky vibes. I love when everything turns like earthy and orange, my favorite color. The weather is very nice and uh, and chill, but not like freezing, and it's not warm anymore. Leaves are falling down and collecting onto the ground. It's very pretty. Has anyone ever jumped into a pile of leaves before? I've actually never done that. I've always wanted to, but I've just never lived in areas where there were enough leaves for me to actually try doing something like that. The thing that I scare that I'm most scared of are clowns. Worst would be zombie clowns. Yeah, zombie clowns would be terrifying because I mean they look scary enough, but then they bite you, and they turn you into one of them. Imagine becoming a clown. Can't imagine. Looks at the AI bros. Sometimes I feel like the internet is quite literally turning a lot of people into like zombies who don't think for themselves and are just eating up the slop and everything that they find online without question. That's kind of how I feel like it is right now. We're in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, except it's happening online. Does anyone else feel that way? Like I was talking about this with a friend, and it's like there's no joy on the internet anymore. Every space is basically filled with people who are there to make your life difficult. Like every space I go to, there's always someone complaining. There's always someone who endorses and like supports things that harm people and won't listen to anyone else. It's just a really miserable place to be. I feel like people have started really being mean and attacking others as an immediate reaction instead of just ignoring them. That too. But now it's like really hard to ignore people who literally, quite literally, come into your own spaces to talk about things that you don't agree with. Because, like, why are people coming into my spaces and into my comment section saying that I can't dictate what other people are doing when they're literally doing the same thing? Like, I didn't comment under your post saying that you shouldn't be doing it. I just block you and move on. But yeah, AI use, AI content, like all of that, everything happening seems to be like the direct result of like almost like a movement where people just don't believe in empathy or like education anymore, which is really sad. Like I know that like I don't know. I hate to think like what education nowadays is like because you know I haven't been to school in like 7, 10, a decade kind of, yeah, a decade, almost a decade, like 8 years at this point. So I don't know what school is like nowadays, and I don't know if they're teaching these kids anything useful anymore. Literally was just saying beginners shouldn't use AI. Yeah, like I said, don't use Gen AI. Beginners shouldn't be using, like, we shouldn't be using Gen AI in the first place. But like, if you're a beginner artist, using Gen AI doesn't help you learn how to become a better artist. It quite literally does not help you learn. You don't learn how the outcome was achieved. You type in a prompt and it creates it for you. How is that learning? In fact, quite literally, people, beginner artists who don't understand the principles of art, don't understand form, don't understand composition or color, won't even know when they generate something that doesn't make sense, that isn't compositionally like strong, that has a lot of mistakes. They cannot correct it. So everything that they generate, they will just look at it as, you know, that's the final product. What are they going to do with it? They don't have the skills to turn it into anything that turn it into anything else. And like that's not to say that people should be using Gen AI as like a tool at all to like as a starting point and then modifying it, because you're still benefiting off of the work of real people who did not consent to having their art being exploited in that way. So it's just basically a plagiarism tool, helps people circumvent plagiarism directly. You can go on Google and do multiple Google searches until you find stuff that you're looking for, but you can't take ownership of it. You can't even take ownership of the stuff you generate with AI because you just can't. You can't copyright AI art. There's a reason why. They also wrote the whole "let me just run your pet over and then say I'm just rage baiting," as if I'm being upset at them, as if being upset at them for a religious reason is a gotcha moment. Like, I don't know. They're loser behavior. Loser behavior. People who support Gen AI are loser behavior. I don't support it. That reminds me of someone that did try arguing and supporting Gen AI like in my Discord server like a while back, and I was like, really, you're doing this here in all of all places, like go away. 30 stream streak, Lucas. Oh my god, that's a long streak. Long streak. What is the longest streak so far? I haven't even been able to keep track of how long I've been streaming for at all. Yeah, gross in an artist server especially, like seriously. Yeah, I'm just looking, like I've been getting so many notifications from this one post, and I woke up this morning and I was just like, oh, so many notifications. Oh, maybe my one of my animations blew up or something. I was like very hopeful. I'm like, finally, I'm getting noticed for something that I did, something that I put my hard work and effort and hours into working on, that was intentional and that I wanted people to see. And then lo and behold, it was another text post that I made in under like a second that went viral and is going viral. Oh, let me see. What is it at right now? It is at 31,000 views, like almost 3,000 likes, 26 comments. I'm like, please. Please, please, people, please at least click on my profile if you agree with my takes and take a look at my art. Please. I love that you agree with my takes. Now please look at my art. That's all I ask of you. And follow me. And on top of that, Gen AI often lacks the diversity that I've seen in the real world due to the inherent bias embedded into language learning modules. They get better at art by going out. You get better at art by going outside and drawing what you see around you than letting AI after alter your perception of reality. Like, there's truly the only benefit AI offers people is the fact that it's available to everyone. Anyone can just use it. And it's like, Google is available to everyone. A pencil is available to everyone. Common sense is available to everyone, but I guess some people just don't have it. They refuse to use it. And like, why are we not using all the tools that we have available already instead of like trying to protect something that is harmful? Like, there are so many reasons why Gen AI is harmful, but they're just not. They just want to use it. You got to pick the one thing that is harmful, that actually harms real people and the environment. Like, that's what I think is loser behavior. Like, of all things you choose to die on, the hill that you choose to die on, you choose to die on this hill. Like, great. I mean, I guess at least you're dead to me, but like, you're still dying on a really terrible hill. Common sense is not common. Yeah, it's uncommon sense. It lacks the nuance of the person themselves putting their perspective on their own art. Like, exactly. How are you going to explain to people how you achieved the result? Like, people are going to be like, oh, what made you decide to put 5, 6 fingers on this person's hand? You can't explain that. You probably didn't notice it. You're just like, oh, that's a mistake. It wasn't my fault that AI generated that. Well, you decide to generate it. Like, you can't claim something if you can't explain the process behind it. If you yourself did not have any intention behind how it was created. Just having an idea doesn't mean that you're an artist. That's a step. Anyone can come up with an idea, but the artistry and the creative process is what makes an artist what they are. But yeah. Now, the process of making art is, yeah, being satisfied that you did it yourself. Yeah, that's the whole point. And they don't understand that. I don't understand why that is so hard to understand. But yeah. Anyways, well, what else was I talking about? Yeah, I woke up this morning, thought one of my animations blew up, but it wasn't. But hey, I did recently complete another sponsored animation with a certain companies that I've worked with before. So if you all are interested and have not seen it, it is not safe for work. So you can just mosey on over to one of my other Twitter accounts and give it a like and share it with all of your degenerate friends for me, please. I would appreciate that very much. And also, there's a sale going on that doesn't quite. I mean, it's a sale, but it's a year-round sale. Like, I'm not gonna be, I'm not gonna give you all a false advertisement there. Like, the sale is year-round, but like, if you want to support me, please just use my link. you, my affiliate link. Quite literally, you get a free Patreon subscription to my Patreon, but also you give me like 20% commission of whatever purchase you make. So if you were thinking about, you know, treating yourself to a brand new toy or of some sort, then there you go. The love sense, yes, that love sense. I make good animations. I try making good animations. It's funny because the animation that I used to make that wasn't even supposed to be used for this promotion, and this promotion wasn't even something that I thought I would have time for. I just decided to whip a video out in like a few days because I already had content that I could reuse, and yeah, I received like an extension to work on the car light animation thing. So I was like, cool, I can just take my time with that while working on something else for the month. We got a lot of sponsored animations lined up, I think. I think if they ever get back to me on feedback regarding the designs I sent them, which for whatever reason I don't understand why it's so hard for people to like respond back in a timely manner. Like, I know my friends are really bad at responding to messages sometimes, but also companies, like professionally, you should be responding. You should be, yeah, please get back to me as soon as possible. Like, I know you're busy, but like, it's been a week. I'm sure you at least looked at it. You could at least DM me and be like, hey, I'll take a look at this and respond to you when I can. I'm just busy. But I don't even hear anything from you. And it's like, the lack of communication in the world nowadays makes me feel really sad. The sense of loving nothing else, of course, nothing else. Huh? Oh, love sense. Lately, I have not been feeling the love sense. I've been feeling other senses. I've been feeling a lot of sadness and burnout and a lot of I've been yearning a lot. That's what I've been doing. But it is around this time of year where I start yearning a bit, because like towards the end of the year is where usually most of the bad and terrible things in my life happen. So I kind of think of it back on those events a lot. So, but it's okay, because we're turning all of our emotions into art. I am making doomed yaoi and covering sad songs. I am like working on an EP right now, I think. I don't know. Can you make an EP out of only cover songs? Is that a thing? Is that a thing that can happen? Is that still called an EP? I don't know. But I have like several cover songs that I've recently finished. And I was like, oh, well, they're all really sad. I'm just like, well, it'll be really awkward if I just release a bunch of sad singles, sad covers all the time. So I'm just like, what if I just turn this into like a mini album so that people think that I was trying to go for a certain genre and that I wasn't depressed? So I don't know. So we might have a little mini album in the works right now, because I don't feel like just releasing a bunch of sad songs one by one and having people worry about me. I promise you, I this is just me. You know how people have like resting bitch face? Yeah, I have a resting a sad state. I'm just like always kind of like gloomy, and then I snap out of it, and everything's fine again. But yeah, we're working on music. We have a lot of music. Still working on the Carlight collab. Recently released 11's animation. And now we're just chilling here. We're just hanging upside down with my friend Mega Greninja. We are actually going to be checking out a new set today. I'm really excited because it's been a while since a new set has come out. Well, that's a lie. They've been releasing sets like every other month now. Never mind. That's a lie. I don't know what I'm talking about. They have not been, they have been very consistently releasing new sets. Pokemon has not had any, does not intend to leave my wallet alone. And I am quite literally, yeah, they have me, they have me prisoner. I cannot stop spending money on Pokemon. But yeah, we're gonna be looking at a new set today. So, is it gambling time? Is it gambling time? I don't know what else we're doing this stream, honestly. I might just open Pokemon cards and call it there, because I don't feel like playing games, and I don't feel like being perceived while drawing, because I'm having a lot of hard time drawing cards right now, and I don't want people to sit there watching me just stare at the screen while I'm too busy looking up references for what the inside of a Ford Mustang looks like. Have I ever any animation related questions? Would you be able to reach out to you about it? I mean, you can always ask the questions in my Discord server, because I see a lot of you all like working on animation and stuff right now. Y'all could probably like help each other out. I am very not like immediate when it comes to responding to DMs recently, just because I've been so busy. But there's definitely I can definitely respond if it's in the Discord server. Animation is just something that's really like difficult to explain. There's many steps, and like there's many animation principles and stuff like that that have to be like studied, and like you kind of have to like work through a lot, because it's not just like drawing frame by frame, it's also understanding how things move and how things react to each other, which is something that is hard to explain. You have to like look at videos and observe like what objects do and stuff like that. It's another thing that you kind of have to observe real life. I used to be a tutor, an art tutor, a peer tutor, but it was like really difficult sometimes, because a lot of people come up to me and ask questions that I would think would be like, I don't know, some of them are very advanced and for what they're trying to do, and they're trying to animate things that were very complicated to explain. So it's literally something that you kind of have to dip your toes in and start like slow, uh, start with like a bouncing ball animation, and then maybe like a flour sack hopping, or like something that similar, simple in the beginning, and then move on to complicated things like impact frames and run cycles in perspective. Like that's the one thing that really, like, some people are very ambitious, and I respect that. I'm an ambitious person too, but they want to they want the outcome of what they envision, an outcome that they can't execute at their skill level, which is why, like, I understand why some people like resort to using AI, because they want to like skip the process and just like see the outcome already, because they can see it in their heads, they just can't create it. But that's not how you learn or improve as an artist. You can't recreate that yourself. That wasn't a program that did it for you. Like, you can't just take the food that your mom packed for you, that cooked for you, and say that you made it, you know? Like, even if it's in your possession. You have one animation book. I don't even know any good animation books, so you at least have an animation book. There's there's definitely like lots of tutorials on YouTube, like, that you can search and look up, and that's usually like, that's how I started off whenever I was learning Photoshop and other programs and animation. I would look up YouTube videos, because sometimes like these tools that exist on the internet are there for a reason for us to use, and we just kind of like sit there and let them exist without searching for them. So sometimes a Google search is kind of like very powerful in that reason. And I used to be an art tutor, but I feel like nowadays I have a really hard time articulating like thoughts and like things, explaining things to people. Like, not every artist is a teacher, and I don't think I'm a teacher. Like, people can have questions about things, and I sometimes won't have the energy to respond or answer, because I don't feel like I'm a qualified teacher. Like, I know I'm a qualified artist and animator. I don't know if I'm a qualified teacher. So it seems like a lot of the stuff, that the feedback that I give, I hope it doesn't like make confuse people. The animator survival kit. Well, if you have that sounds like a very good tool that you should be referencing, because I don't know any tools or tutorials of my own. It's been a while since how I started animating was making flipbooks, and that was like way before. That was like in middle school. I've been like animating using flipbooks since middle school. So it's definitely going to take a lot of time. I don't think I even was like confident in like my animation skills until like in the middle of college. So an education is very important as well, but I know a lot of people can't afford that right now, which is why there are tools online for us to utilize. So yeah, there are many tutorials online that I'm sure would be very helpful. So if you have the time to do that bit of research, I feel like you might come across things that even I didn't even think about telling or like explaining to you. Oh, y'all aren't hanging out with me anymore. I'm sad. Y'all are back on the ground again. There we go. That's much better. Where did y'all go? Half of y'all just disappeared, I feel like. All of y'all just disappeared. Where did you all go? That's so funny. We're down below? Y'all are gone. Like, half of y'all just disappeared. Anyway. Is it time to gamble? I feel like it's time to gamble. Let's go, let's do some gambling. Let's do some gambling. Yeah, we are quite literally gonna be hanging out all stream today. All stream. Like, someone's near my crotch. What are you doing there? I mean, it's okay, I guess. I mean, you can be close to me like that if you want, but, I hope you don't mind, yeah, I hope you don't mind, mind the view. But yeah, we are going to be looking at a new set called Chaos Rising. And I love how every single artwork of Mega Greninja is upside down. Because, like, what is your damage? Why do you feel the need to be hanging upside down all the time? You look perfectly fine right side up, dude. But I guess this is how, what, ninjas get, get blood to rush to their head so that they, can have fast enough reflexes, I guess. I don't know. I always wonder if that's something in real life, would that even be like practical for people to be hanging upside down as a ninja? Like, what does that do for you? Does that make you sneakier? Is that just aura farming? Like, I don't think hanging upside down will help you become a better assassin. That's for sure. It's just pure aura farming at that point. That's how I feel. Maybe so you can hide up high. You can still hang by your hands. You don't have to be upside down. In fact, I feel like being upside down makes it so that you are a bit more disoriented and you don't understand what's happening around you because everything is upside down. That's how I feel, at least. Anyway, let me see. What was I doing? All right. So, hold on. All right, so let's look at the cards from this new set, Chaos Rising. So these are the illustration rares. They are very pretty. I love the starter Pokemon. I'm glad they have illustration. I'm always very happy to see when they have like illustration rares of starter Pokemon because they always feel so special to me. They definitely there's just some like it's just like the charm of starter Pokemon in general. Froakie, Frogadier. I guess they have the entire Froakie line since Greninja is the mascot Pokemon. These cards look very hydrating, yeah. This Xerneas card, it's very beautiful. What else? Claydol, Crobat, Matang. So we have Matang. And then the full arts. The full arts look gorgeous. Gorgeous. I really love the full arts. They're so pretty. Mega Floette. Nice, nice. Hold on. There we go. Center it just a little bit. Mega Drug Algae. Got a lot of trainer cards. I guess this is the main chase of the set. Mega Greninja EX. Very colorful. Hanging upside down as usual, so that's not gonna change. I feel like the tongue is very pink. It's very pink. The tip is red. Anyway, I guess this is going to be the card we're chasing after. I'm pretty sure the Froakie, the Frogadier, and the Mega Greninja are connected artworks. Yeah, they're connected artworks, so if we manage to get all three of them, that'll be really cool. Hi Kaiser, welcome in. How are you? We're just checking out these new cards from this new set we're about to open while hanging upside down, just like Mega Greninja. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Asylum. And what else we got? Mega Floette. Big giant flower Pokemon. Or giant Pokemon, or a small Pokemon holding a giant flower? I guess the Pokemon itself is not giant. The flower is though. Got Mega Dragalge. Actually, I actually really like this card a lot. I might actually like this card a lot more than the Mega Greninja SIR. Yeah, I think this is gonna be my chase card. Yeah, Mega Dragalge. Ooh, this is a really cute card too. Cinccino. Mega Cinccino? No, just regular Cinccino. Yeah, these two cards I feel like are my chase cards. And then we got Az. Roxy. And then if by whatever sheer luck we are able to pull another gold card from this era, here is Mega Greninja gold card. The only gold card we've ever pulled from this era so far is the Mega Dragonite from Ascended Heroes, which is really awesome. But they're so rare. I don't think we're gonna pull another gold card in a while. But if we do, that'd be really crazy. It would be really crazy. Manifesting it? Right. We can only manifest the cards. Do so much manifestation. Anyway, we're gonna start by opening a Japanese box, since we do have quite a few Japanese boxes that I've just been having lying around, so. And we got some guaranteed pull rates from these boxes, so at least we'll be getting a peek at some of the, like a reasonable amount of artworks from this set. But yeah, I do think Greninja is my favorite starter from the three of them. I mean, I do love I think I do love all the starters from this specific generation, but Froakie is so cute. Is a cutie, and look how cool Greninja always looks, even though the upside down aura farming is so unnecessary. Y'all should keep resetting the pin, because I want to see you all hanging out with me upside down. It's really funny. It makes me feel very happy that we're hanging out together. Got our first EX from the set, Mega Floette. Let's go. Though I do wish more of you would be showing. I don't know where the rest of you are going, to be honest. Y'all are like flying into space. Maybe every single time you mass pin will be like a reveal of it's like gonna be playing gotcha to see who actually shows up on the screen. I like the shooting stars are the stars are just like upside down too. Pin gambling. Gambling. There is a gambling friend slop game that someone recently introduced to me. They were like asking me if I would be interested in joining. I was like, I didn't even know this existed. But gambling, friend slop, count me in. I need to check that game out myself. We got Mega Greninja, also upside down in this artwork, but not actually more like sideways. I do think this is a very pretty Mega Greninja card though. They always make the mega cards look so pretty, the EXs. Like that's what I really love about the set. Like even the double rare cards are like really, really cool and look really nice. I like the texture and everything they put on the cards. Got Ampharos. Ooh, look at the artwork in this one. Nice. That's so cool. Yeah, friend slop. It's been so long since I've played a friend slop game. I was telling my friends I really want to play Repo again. Maybe I should be the one to organize a collab for that then. Since it seems like every game that people want to invite me to nowadays are games that I either don't have, that I can't afford, or don't know about. And I haven't been able to play like games that I do own with people recently. I just don't have enough space and the attention span to learn new games nowadays. But hey, if it's a friend slop game that is free, then I will definitely want to try it out. Trevenant. Also, Deoxys is in this set too, which is really cool. The gold borders are very pretty. I know Chaos Rising set just came out, but I'm already looking forward to the next set that they have teased. The next set featuring Darkrai. Like I saw some of the cards that they've revealed in Japanese. Ooh, we got Tauros, our first illustration rare, first art rare. Yeah, I saw some of the cards that were revealed in Japanese, and they look awesome. Like that Darkrai card that they have, the chase card, looks sick. Like, I don't know if any of y'all have seen it. Like, I've probably retweeted it, but like, I've been seeing like so many people on my For You page just pulling that card, and I feel like left out. Like, I'm getting such FOMO. Because I'm over here opening Chaos Rising, and then there are people that are already opening the next set that's released in Japan, and it looks really cool, the cards. Does everyone here who has watched me play Pokemon Legends ZA, like saw me like in the DLC and already saw what Mega Darkrai looks like, and there's so many people that don't like the design. But I personally really love Mega Darkrai's design. It's like really creepy. I love like body horror, and we really don't have like body horror like as a theme in Pokemon. And like, but there are lots of Pokemon like Mega Darkrai that kind of like play with like that concept where it looks like a monster and like it doesn't make any sense, and that's what I think appeals to me the most about Mega Darkrai, is that it's supposed to resemble like an eyeball. That's why it looks the way it does, like an Eldritch eye. And it's like that mysterious, like haunting, like monstrosity that haunts your nightmares. I think it fits Darkrai perfectly. But people don't like the design because it doesn't look cool, or it doesn't look like every other Pokemon, which is very unfair because who says that all Pokemon have to look the same and have to look cool and pretty? Like some people, some people like have their favorites, and I think Mega Darkrai is one of my favorite Mega Pokemon just because of how the design just makes it look like a complete like unfathomable being. If I ever saw Mega Darkrai in person, it would literally be like a thing from my nightmares, which is the whole point of Darkrai as a Pokemon, like the nightmare Pokemon. I think it's a nightmare Pokemon or dream Pokemon. I don't know. It's supposed to be something like that, right? We got Delphox, very pretty artwork. This one's by, I can't read that. Jemmy? I need to start paying attention to the artist names, because there are artists that I really appreciate in Pokemon TCG, and the new Darkrai card that they revealed is by like what, Akira Egawa or something. And they designed they also did the artwork for this Giratina card, I think. Is it? Yeah. Akira Egawa. This is a fake card, but like the artwork is real. Like they did the golden Giratina, the golden Arceus, Dialga and Palkia. And so many other cool cards that I actually have, and I want to collect them all. How am I getting all these fake cards? Well, there's a site called eBay which sells a lot of stuff, and because you're guaranteed to get your money back if it's not a legitimate product, I just sometimes just buy things for the hell of it. And if it's fake, then, well, I get my money back. And this one just so happened to be fake, and also they didn't give me a legitimate shipping label, a return shipping label, so I got both my money and also got to keep the fake card. I know, it's like so much fun. Getting free stuff. But hey, if I'm gonna be getting fake stuff, I'm gonna be getting it from eBay. If I order it anywhere else, like from Shopify, I'm not getting my money back. Like, always money back guarantee. Ooh, we got a Cobalion, I think is what it's called. See, I don't like the super shiny cards that have the star pattern on it. That kind of, to me, makes it look fake. That's how I feel. Like, it kind of looks fake. So I'm glad they actually at least put in the effort to make the Mega EXs look cool, you know? All right. What other cards are there in here? We got the Mareep line, Crobat line. I must say, there aren't like many Pokemon from this set that I really like favor, other than like Froakie and Greninja. I think Fennekin's in this in this set. Deoxys is in this set. I think Deoxys is a really cool Pokemon that I feel like it deserves more love. I wonder when the next set to feature Deoxys as like an alternate artwork, when it's gonna be. I hope whenever they release another set with Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza, that they also include Deoxys in there as part of their major chases. Because that's my favorite generation. I've discovered that people around my age also consider the Hoenn region to be like their favorite generation. And then people that are a little bit younger than me prefer Sinnoh region. So it just seems very, seems like a very, like a pattern I've seen. And then the older you are, the more that you prefer the first generation. But I guess it would make sense if you were like born like in like recent years that you would probably prefer, ooh, Claydol, prefer like a more recent generation of Pokemon. It's like that nostalgia effect, I guess. Which generation is more relevant to you depending on how old you are. I should do a poll. Like, how old are you? And like, what set do you prefer? Except I don't know how you would actually do a poll like that. It would have to be like one of those Google Doc forms where people submit. Ooh, Crobat. That's a really pretty card too. I actually think this might be my favorite Crobat card that yeah. This might be my favorite Crobat card. Is that all for the illustrations? I think that might be it for the illustrations. We're gonna figure out what our major chase from this box is though, because we still haven't hit it yet. Hopefully we hit an SAR. Quillfish. I want either the Dragalge or I guess the Minccino SAR. But if we get the Greninja, I'm not gonna complain. That is the major chase. Got another EX. I'm a millennial, and yet my favorite region is Paldea and Galar. That's fair. I do think there are a lot of modern, like, a lot of, like, newer regions that have really interesting Pokemon, though. I don't agree with people who say that the first generation is the best generation. Ooh, look at that. Another Deoxys. See, I love Deoxys. It's such a cool Pokemon with many forms. Fennekin. Like, there are so many different, I love Pokemon that have multiple forms. I think that's it. Like, Applin, the Apple Dragon line, has so many different evolutionary, like, evolutions that it can have. And a Rotom doesn't have any evolution, but, like, there's many different forms of Rotom. That I love. Okay, we got a, I'm assuming this is, that tower from... What's that tower called again? Wait. Parisu. I'm so bad at my Japanese. I can't read it anymore. I'm out of practice. Well, it's the Eiffel Tower. I hope that's not the big hitter of this box, because that would be kind of disappointing. It's not even a Pokemon card. It's just a trainer. Or not a trainer, like a supporter or something. Ooh, another Deoxys. The attack form of Deoxys. Matang. Bonjour. We only have 2 packs left. Damn. Well, one of these 2 packs has to have the SR in it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Well, this is the last pack. This is the last pack of the box. If this doesn't have... if this pack doesn't have the SR in it, then something is wrong here. All right, let's see. There we go. I knew it. I knew it had to be in this pack. And we got the Minccino SAR. Let's go. It's so pretty. Yes. We did it. We got one of the chase cards we were looking for. There we go. Awesome. We manifested one of our chase cards. I love this card. It's so pretty. Wow. Wow. Last pack magic. I was getting nervous. I was like, where is it? Why is it not showing up? We have like opened through the entire box and we haven't hit our major chase card yet. Yeah, the packs were edging me. Oh my god, the packs were edging me. I was like, if this last card of this box was if the big hitter of this box was not in the last pack, I don't know what I would have done. I was about to have a ruined orgasm, y'all. Okay, let's see. We got 4 EXs, 3 art rares. We got 1 trainer or supporter card, and then we got an SAR. And I am happy with it because it was one of the chase cards I was looking for. Let's go. Hi, Sokka. Welcome in. Let's appreciate it a little bit more. The quality of Japanese cards is like completely unrivaled. Like, there is no doubt about it. Look at the texture. I can't even like... Y'all can't even see the texture the way I see it. It's crazy. All right. Well, that was our first look into Chaos Rising from the Japanese version. The Japanese set of Chaos Rising. So now, let's move on to looking at the English Chaos Rising. I will just put this in a top loader. Put it right here. All right. We actually have quite a bit of product we could open. I might open quite a bit of it on stream today since I don't think I want to do anything else. All right, so Chaos Rising. Look at the box. This is the set that I was like, this is the trans set, y'all. It has the trans colors on it. It's very pretty box art. And then it's supposed to come with a Fennekin promo card. Trans set, let's go. This is our trans representation for all of my trans community members, because we have a lot, actually. I didn't realize how many of my active members of the community are like non-binary, trans, and just on like the trans spectrum. It's very cool. Makes me feel like a proud father. I have to protect you all. Hello, Moochie. Welcome in, Moochie. How is Asher and Solace doing on your island? Are they in love yet? I'm cupiding. I can feel the chemistry. They better fall in love soon. If they don't end up falling in love, I'm gonna be fairly sad. I can't have a doomed alternate universe anywhere else other than my own universe. Every other universe of Asher and Solace has to be a happy one. All right, we got Mega Greninja, looking as aura farmy as possible. Upside down ninja ass looking frog. And then we already looked at the chase cards, but we can take a look at them again. We got Mega Greninja, SIR, Mega Floettes, Mega Dragalge, which I really want. I think Mega Dragalge is the best looking card out of this whole set. And then we just pulled this card out of the Japanese set. We got AZ, and then we got the golden Mega Greninja. I wonder if we'll be able to pull it. I wonder if we'll be able to pull the golden card. Greninja. My Tomodachi Island is so gay. Well, pan, but already got a married guy couple. Let's go. Have a kid. I wonder if Asher and Solace should have children. I don't know if they would be good parents, to be honest. They seem to be going through a lot. They seem to be going through a lot. I don't think they would be very good parents. Anyway, we got this beautiful Fennekin promo, which I'm probably going to take out of the sleeve right now and put it into a proper sleeve. And then a code card if anyone wants to use it, though I don't think any of y'all really play the online TCG game. I don't leave the house. And then we got the Fennekin promo card. Gorgeous promo. And then a bunch of energy cards, coins, and stuff. I hate how they've changed the packaging so that it's now just all plastic. Oh, that's interesting. They actually put the coin in the plastic thing now. Huh, interesting. I guess now it won't get lost. Because it's not like I use the coins or anything, because I don't play the game. I like how y'all are covering up my face. Like I can't see what I'm doing. Y'all look ridiculous on my screen. I love it. All right. So we put Fennekin here. And then we put Minccino on the other side, like that. I think that looks okay, right? Let's do that. There we go. Gotta make everything look pretty. Yeah, we're upside down too. All right, our first ETB of Chaos Rising. Got Greninja on the booster pack art for the first pack. First pack magic, shake well before opening. We're not gonna weigh this set. I feel like I have basically determined that all modern sets are not weighable and don't really make much of a difference, except special sets that have God packs, and I know for a fact that there's no God packs in this set, so we're not gonna weigh it. I feel like there's no point in weighing the modern sets anymore. Got a Skrelp, Wimpod, Chespin, Deoxys. I really love Deoxys. I can't wait until they finally show Deoxys some more love. Got Claydol, a Bubbly Energy, and a Magnetic Energy. So many energies. What's going on? So many energies. Okay, we got Dragalge on Mega Dragalge on the next art pack art. A second pack of Chaos Rising. I haven't seen anyone open this set, so I actually don't know what the pull rates are like. They could be absolute shit, but you know, we're gonna find out. Delibird? I still don't know how you pronounce it correctly. Claydol. Baltoy. Ooh, we got Froakie. Let's go. Nice. Well, we got one of the 3 starters from the Froakie line already. Awesome. And Xerneas, holographic card. Beautiful, beautiful. Nice. We got a little Fennekin over here, and then we got Froakie over here. So we have 2 of the 3 starters already. Nice. Put you over here. All right, next one. Froakie! It's so cute. I think the last one we'd be missing is Chespin. So if we get Chespin, we'll have all 3 starters. And then we just need the other 2 for, oh, we got the regular common Froakie. It's a pretty card too. Nitro Energy. And then we just need Frogadier and, Greninja. Mega Greninja. Our Upside Down King. Whoever designed Greninja, kind of like, I don't know what the thought process was with the design. I love that its tongue is basically a scarf. It's very unique, very interesting, I'll say that much. Deoxys, let's go. But can you imagine all the things that... Ooh, another Deoxys. All the things that this Greninja can do with its tongue. Got Mega Dragalge, regular EX card. Let's go. Why does this card feel so thick? It feels so thick. Nice. Yeah, there are people out there like who sexualize Pokemon, and I'm just over here just like, why are you sexualizing Pokemon like Lopunny and Gardevoir when Pokemon like Greninja literally exist? Like, can you imagine all the things Greninja can do with his tongue? I'm just saying. If we're gonna be freaky with Pokemon, at least go all the way, you know? Start thinking out of the box. Why stop at whether or not a Pokemon looks wifeable? Or Machamp. Headlock me 4 times 4. Exactly. Like, 4 arms? Come on. Ooh, look at this Ampharos card. This is probably my favorite Ampharos artwork. It's really cool. I love it. It's really cool. Got a Weedle and Nitro Energy. Either really dry tongue or the tongue consistently excreting saliva, like it has pores. Right. Like imagine that. I think Greninja would be a fun time. We would have fun with Greninja. Right, Greninja? Mareep? Don fan? Is this like another one of those Smash or Pass streams we're gonna have with Pokemon? Deoxys? Smash. Prism Tower? I mean, it's a tower. Smash. Sudowoodo? I mean, it has wood in its name. Smash. Delibird? I mean, it has a sack. Smash. Bubbly Energy? Smash. As long as I got Incineroar. See, Incineroar is one of the examples where I feel like you can think a little bit harder. You can think a little bit more out of the box. Like, Incineroar is the most human possible looking bipedal furry Pokemon that you can imagine. Like, we should be thinking out of the box. Like, if we're gonna be, like, smashing Pokemon, we need to think about Pokemon that people don't think about smashing. Sliggoo? Smash, I guess. Quillfish? I feel like it would hurt. I'll pass on that. Remoraid? I'll pass. Emolga? Pass. You're too cute looking. Claydol? Pass. Deoxys? Smash. I would smash. Smash Deoxys. Deoxys can change forms, like they can literally, quite literally change their form to accommodate to your needs. Special red card? Haunting Net? Smash, I guess. I'd smash a net. I'd smash a tower. We got another Mega Dragalge EX. Deoxys Tentacles, yeah! Deoxys Tentacles. Alright. Claydol, you would smash. Tentacruel, though? Alright. Oh. Well, I didn't mean to open this upside down, but I guess we're being trendy here. We're gonna be following the trend, upside down trend here, even with the booster packs. I should just open the rest of the booster packs upside down. This is like such a great, a great bit we're doing here. I don't even know what cards I'm opening right now. Got Ampharos, nice. There's not enough Pokemon that look like old men with salt and pepper hair, so we pass on all of them. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. Drampa kind of looks like an old man. Well, Drampa is technically a grandpa dragon, so I guess it technically is an old dragon. What other Pokemon would we think about smashing besides Machoke and Lucario and all the other furry-looking Pokemon? All right, what do we get from this first ETB? We got 1 illustration rare and 2 EXs. That's kind of lame. I'm not gonna lie. We got 2 of the same EXs too. But that's okay. We got 1 starter Pokemon, so I'll take that. And then we got the promo card. We got the promo card. Ever since that one comic, Darkrai, please elaborate. I want to hear. Darkrai, what happened in the comic? I need to know. Like, what are we talking about here? Head from Darkrai? Oh. You'll have to send that comic. I need to know, because I can't picture it. I can't quite picture what exactly would be so exciting about Head from Darkrai. It's like a void. I see. All right, we got 2 booster bundles of Chaos Rising now. For research purposes, of course, of course. I like how they've made it so that we're using less paper for the booster bundles, which is great. But now we're using more plastic for the boxes. It's like, if you're going to be environmentally friendly, pick one. You can't just be both. You can't just half-ass it. All right. We got 12 packs, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 packs of Chaos Rising. All right, we continue. Actually, let me do this. Oh, we don't have a scale. I could just put it closer. I feel like I'm about to knock all these cards over every time I move them. Okay. Oh, and this one has Pyroar on the front. I do think the Mega Evolution of Pyroar looks really silly. It's just really silly. Like, I know the character on top of its head is supposed to be fire or whatever, or something, but it looks really silly. Really silly. Are they done releasing like new Mega Pokemon designs, I wonder? Because they did that for the DLC, and I don't know if they're gonna keep doing it. I really want to know what the next generation of Pokemon is gonna look like. Because this might be the last generation that we're gonna stop with Mega Evolution, right? They made it a whole thing, too. Got Ho-Oh. Let's see this Ho-Oh art. Nice, nice. Ho-Oh art looks very pretty. By Takumi Wada. Takumi Wada sounds very familiar. We're gonna come across we're gonna come across a really big chase card while opening these packs, and I won't even notice because they're upside down. Octillery, Phanpy, Deoxys again, Claydol. The fuck does that say? Hold on, I need to turn upside down again. Transformation Tome. Huh, interesting. The vibes, trust. The vibes are vibing. We got Mega Floette EX. Let's go. Our second EX from Chaos Rising. Still haven't hit any trainer cards or full arts. We have hit illustration rares, but haven't hit any full arts yet. Oh, I see what's going on. There's a little dent here that's making the cards want to fall over. Okay. Another pack with Greninja on the artwork. Whoever's watching the VOD will be really confused about why we're all upside down. If people don't understand why we're upside down because they don't know the Mega Greninja's natural state is upside down, they just think I just turned everything upside down for fun. It's like, no, one of us is actually in the right side up. The Mega Greninja art's like that. That's what it looks like. I promise you. Ooh, we got Xerneas. Let's go. Yeah, Xerneas, join the party. The upside down party. Let's go. That's a beautiful card, too. Nice. What if someone joins this stream and sees that everything is upside down and thinks it's a problem on their end? They're like, for some reason, my screen is upside down. I'm just here to cause chaos. That's why it's called Chaos Rising. Except it's chaos, what's the opposite of rising since we're upside down? You literally thought that when you joined? It feels natural. You should do upside down more often. That's funny. It should be called Chaos Descending, because that's what's happening right now. We're all upside down. Descending order. You love the mass pin command so much. It's so much fun. I love having, watching you all just like hanging out with me. I keep saying that. I sound like a broken record. Got a Crobat. He's overcome of power. Not at all. No one's even listening. Oh, right. Upside down. We're just gonna be doing this all stream, y'all. I'm gonna be here all day. Let's see how long we can keep this bit up for before we get tired of it. Got Nitro Energy and a Crocodile EX. Interesting. Almost missed this card because it just quite literally looks like a normal card. It looks like a common card. Yeah, the texture and everything, the holographic pattern on these EXs just look very, very fake to me. I don't know if that's like a hot take, but that's how I feel. I prefer the cards with texture on them. I wonder if there's ever been a streamer that's streamed the entire time while upside down like this, or if I'm the first one. It doesn't feel like an original thought, but, you know, when blood is rushing to my head, I feel like everything that I think about is unoriginal and... Got Quillfish and Chestnut. That's like the first Chestnut that I've seen so far. Maybe a bat streamer? Well, there's a certain bat streamer I know that would probably make more sense to do this bit. I'm just saying. One of y'all better introduce this idea to them, so... Y'all can thank me for the bit. Bring some extra engagement to your streams. Ooh, we got the second card. Let's go. Second of the Froakie line. We're just missing the SIR at this point. Frogadier, let's go. So we have Froakie and Frogadier already. That's insane. That's insane. That just means we're missing we're missing the God, I'm having a brain fart. What's your name again? Greninja. All right, now we just have to manifest Mega Greninja. We have the regular EX of Mega Greninja. All right, Mega Greninja, it's your chance to shine. You're all we're looking for to complete the set now. Exernius. See, how many packs have we opened so far? We have 12 and 9, so 21 packs? If I can do math in my head. So 21 packs, and then we have a booster box after this, so 36 more packs. Deoxys again. That one's the defense form. As is. Ooh, we got a surfing beach. Surfing beach. Our first trainer card. Or stadium card? Stadium trainer card? Let's go. Nice. I love gambling. I love gambling. Love gambling. I remember there used to be like a Pokemon TCG like game for the Game Boy. I remember playing it. It's been a long time though. I don't remember what it's like. But I guess people don't really care about that game now because we have Pokemon TCG Pocket. Golbat. And another energy. And then last pack from these booster bundles with Mega Dragalge on the front. Shake well for opening, before opening. Fennekin. Makes me wonder why they incorporate like the other illustration rares for the other two starters, because they only had the first stage evolutions for those two, but we don't have what's the name, Braxton. Oh, we got a Mega Floette EX, and then we don't have the second evolution for Chespin. But I guess they just really wanted to show Froakie some love. All right. Well, so far, we have, what, 3 illustrations. And Froakie and Frogadier go together. They're supposed to be connecting artworks, see? Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Like, these two connect with each other, and the third one will connect to these 3, so... Like, I really love when they do shit like this. The fact that, like, both of these cards can make one, like, artwork. They really cooked with these arts. I wish they would do this more often. It makes you want to collect these cards. Like, that's the whole point of collecting Pokemon cards, right? To appreciate the artwork, and that's what it... And if you have the artworks that connect with each other, then we just makes you want to collect them all, you know? All right. And then we got a booster box. I'm wondering if I should open just one booster box or like 2. Guess it depends on how I feel after this booster box. Okay. How does that look? Does that look okay? Let me move it back just a little bit more. There we go. Oh boy, y'all fell again. Y'all gonna hit your dang heads. Alright, here we go. This is our first completely upside down opening on a stream while we're hanging upside down. There's someone out there right now who has purposefully turned their computer screen upside down just so that they can see everything right side up. Chaos descending, it is. Innovative, right? As is tranquility. We got energy retrieval? Energy retrieval. Another trainer card. It's funny though, because now that I'm opening the cards upside down, I actually read the names of the cards first, except they're upside down, so I can't read them, but you see the names first. You see the names first, so it kind of spoils the card a little. This is how we're gonna practice reading upside down, yeah. Alright, basic energy. Beldum, Kakuna, Flaffy, Froakie, Roxy's Performance, Golisopod, Deoxys, ooh, Frogadier, again, Meowstick, and a Crobat. Did y'all pass the upside down test? How fast can y'all read upside down? Is that like not one of the most useless skills you can have out there? Being able to read things while they're upside down? Or like if things were like backwards? Because some people can read a mirrored text, which I think is kind of impressive. You failed. Oh no. You can say the alphabet backwards? I can't do that. I can't do that. What are some useless like talents that some of y'all have? That y'all just like don't talk about having? Got another Ampharos. Like I can make a snake with my hand. I don't know if anyone else can do that. Like anyone else learn how to do this when they were younger? Like a little snake hand. That's just something that I learned when I was younger. Are we in Australia because you upside down? No, we're right side up. What do you mean? We're hanging out with Greninja. This is what Greninja's world looks like. Mega Greninja's world looks like. But hi, Slim. But yeah, I can make a flute with my hands, and blow into it. Yeah, blowing into my hands. Right, original. Got Mega Gallade. Wait. Mega Gallade? I didn't even know Mega Gallade was even in this set. That's cool. Nice. That's new. I didn't know that Mega Gallade was in this set. Probably because they didn't have any, like, special illustration cards for it or anything. Nice. Yeah, but, like, I can, like, blow into my hand if I like cup it a certain way and make like a flute noise. Yeah. Another useless talent I have. I don't know if y'all can even hear that. Did y'all hear that? Or did my noise canceling? I can walk quietly. People get scared when I walk around them and they don't notice. I'm also a naturally very quiet person, so sometimes I could just be in a room existing and people won't notice I'm there, and then they'll like sit down on the couch and then they'll notice I'm there and they'll freak out. That's happened a couple of times actually. They're like, I didn't know you were there. I'm just like, I've been here. I waved to you and you didn't even look at me. I just think that's really funny. You heard that? That's good. Good to know that my quality, the quality of my streams has not been interfered by the noise canceling, because before it was doing that, and then I switched over to something different. And now you can all hear every little bit of noise, including my Pokemon cards. But yeah, those are, I think, the only two useless talents that I can think of at the top of my head. I don't know what else I can do. I can write 3D text. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but I can write 3D text. If I had pen and paper, I would try to do that right now. What else? I can say the seashells tongue twister wrong. I don't know how to say it right anymore. Seashell she sells by the she-sore. I don't know how to say it correctly anymore. I just know how to say it wrong. Zubat, Phantom, and a Mega Floette. Full art, let's go. Nice, our first full art. Nice. They look so pretty. She soar? Yes, she soar. And this Mega Floette, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. Very interesting colors, actually. I actually like the red and the green combination. I think the red and the green combination is very, it's like, this specifically looks very Christmassy, but like the green is like a more foresty, like, bluish green, which isn't as harsh as most like Christmas colors are. Like this green with red looks so harsh. I hate it. My favorite tongue twister is Betty Botter and Pied Piper. I used to be really good at tongue twisters, and nowadays I'm not. I think I just talk. I used to yap. I think I yap too much now, so that I just jumble my words when I try. You'd think that would be the opposite case, where if you're a big yapper, you would be able to do tongue twisters. Kabbalion. We got fucking famous. Dude, there was this song that I found online that I posted in the server, and I didn't know that existed, and I came across a TikTok of her singing it, and I legit have not stopped looping that song since. So for the past few days, I've just had that song stuck in my head. What was it called again? It was called, What If I Miss You for the Rest of My Life? Like, damn, that's a very deep title, you know? That's a really, I resonate with that, because there are people in my life there were people in my life that I just no longer talk to anymore, and I still think about them a lot, and I'm just like, damn, what if I am like 80 years old and like so freaking old and I still cannot stop thinking about them, and I'll just miss them for the rest of my life. Like, that's some deep shit there. But like, sometimes you just stop talking to people and you don't have any contact with them anymore. It's like really sad. I got another Mega Floette. We got a lot of Mega Floettes today. This is like probably the third EX, Mega Floette EX? Fourth one? I don't know. We've got a lot of Mega Floette EXs. For sure. And there's like a lot of Mega Pokemon EXs that we haven't pulled yet, so it's kind of like, why is Mega Floette showing up so much? You recently had a friendship of yours end? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel Like, there's a lot of friendships I have right now that are kind of like very low key. Like, we never message each other, but we kind of like just lurk in each other's spaces. And at that point, it's just like, do we even consider each other friends? Or, like, if you don't ever spend quality time with someone, do you still consider friends with them? Like, you're not on bad terms with them. Does that mean you're on good terms with them? Or does that just mean you're strangers? Because strangers are two people who have nothing to do with each other, so they don't beef because of that reason. But at that point, it's like, I don't know if you would consider each other friends. Maybe acquaintances. Friends by association, maybe. But yeah, that's why I at least try to make time for people I do consider close to me. And it does make me feel very sad and bitter when I have friends that I do care about who don't really reciprocate the effort like that. Got another Delphox holographic card. Maybe you become acquaintances. Yeah, I have a lot of acquaintances in my life now. It's okay. I did have a friend reach out to me recently that I hadn't talked to for a really long time, and he was like, I miss hanging out with you. It was like the first message that he sent me, and it kind of made me feel sad, because I was just like, aw, I didn't know that I had that kind of an impact on someone, that they would like send me that after a long time, you know? Of us not really talking to each other, but like we both had things happening in our lives and we stopped talking to each other, and like the first thing that you send to someone is that makes you feel kind of like guilty, I guess, because like, damn, like I didn't mean to make you miss me, you know? Ooh, we got an Emma full art. Let's go. I think that's more from friends to acquaintances, which is like worse to me than a friend fight, or like you're there but it's too awkward to talk anymore. The difference between fizzling and distant but friends is obvious. I guess so. Yeah, it's like the concept of friendships and relationships is very interesting. Because there are people that I just never interact with anymore, but like if they ever reached out to me, I would not have any bitter feelings about it. I would just kind of like continue the conversation as normal, as if we never stopped talking. And then there are friends where like the silence does make you feel kind of bitter. The most painful thing is having someone suddenly tear away from you after something has happened. Yeah. People who like are very avoidant and kind of like no longer like include you in their life because of something that's going on. But I think it really depends on how close you are to that person. You just realized I'm opening the cards upside down? See? I told you all, you would just get used to it. You won't even notice it happening. Y'all, I've been streaming upside down this entire time, and y'all have gotten so used to it. Y'all don't even notice it anymore. This is gonna be the strangest Pokemon card VOD ever. They'll be like, why are all the cards upside down? What is wrong with this person? Like, what if he pulls a big chase card? Got a Cinchino EX. Ashr streams from now on. This is just the ongoing bit. I'm gonna be doing this every single time I open Chaos Rising. Imagine how annoying that would be. Would you all still watch me if I did this every single stream? Or would you all just get really annoyed after a while and stop watching me altogether? I don't know. I feel like I've gotten used to opening cards upside down. Asher, I will watch you no matter what you did. Aw, that's very sweet. Thank you, Angel. That reminds me of the April Fool's event in Overwatch, where some of the characters had like things happened with their kit, which made it so that like some of their kits did opposite things, and I got used to that event after a while. So when it stopped, I was like playing the character completely wrong. So, oh my god, let's go. Speaking of reverse and oh my god. We pulled this card in Japanese and English today. What the fuck? Oh my god. Let's go. We are seeing double today. Wow. We are very damn, we are on theme today. Look at it. It's right there. We pulled it in Japanese and we pulled it in English just now. That's crazy. Upside down too. No less. Upside down luck, right? Right. Cinchino is so pretty. This and the Dragalge are my favorite SIRs from this set. They're so pretty. Such a pretty card. Let's go. Let's go. Nice. And you know what? That means you deserve a spot of your own next to the English one. Crazy. Look at that. We have two. One in Japanese and one in English. Let's go. Apparently streaming upside down is the way to go. Yeah, apparently. Nice. And we are only halfway through this box, so I don't even know what else is left. Can you pull 2 SIRs from a booster box? I don't think you can, but like, that'd be crazy if I do, right? It would be crazy if I do. It would be crazy if I do. But yeah. That's why no matter what happens, I will always try and make time to spend with close friends. I think it's like sometimes I feel like I have so many friends that don't have overlapping circles where it does make trying to make plans very difficult. Because there's only so much time I could make for individual people at a time. Like I have to spend time with them one at a time, and I can't and don't want to really overlap my friend circles because that complicates things. But when I do have friend circles where everyone gets along and like they're all like friends with each other, then I don't have to worry as much because, you know, as a friend circle, all of us can support each other as a group. But if you have friends that don't share a friend circle with you, it kind of feels like when something happens, you're just kind of like not included, you know? And the separation is there, and it makes it harder for you to maintain a friendship with someone who isn't like actively participating in a community or a circle that you're part of. Ooh, we got an Ampharos illustration rare. I think this is also another awesome illustration. Let's go. Very pretty colors. Wow. You have a very one-track mind and get focused on one thing, so it's hard for you to balance your life out. Yeah. It's so hard for me to balance like multiple friend groups now. Which is why I try to like make sure that the people that are my close friends are also part of like, you know, a circle of some kind. But if I do meet someone who is by themselves and don't have a friend circle, like I do wonder like if I can introduce them to my friends and like have them become part of our circles. But then I do feel bad if I can't like introduce like some of my friends to my other friends, and we can't hang out together, and I don't have the time to spend with everyone. I have to prioritize certain friends over other friends. It makes me feel very guilty. Y'all seem to be winning a lot from these slots. Basic Energy, Frogadier, Skrelp, Goomy, Emma, Garbodor, Deoxys, another Deoxys, and then another Mega Gallade EX. The upside down trick is being very kind to me today. Yeah, because all of y'all are upside down right now. I still find it very funny. I love this bit so much. I am running out of space for these cards, actually. I'll have to, like, put them as a pile instead. Yeah, I'll just put them as a pile next to the box. Did you forget? Or I'll just put it in front, actually. This makes more sense. Because I have more room in the front. What am I doing? There we go. What's the longest friendship that y'all have right now? Y'all are actively talking to that friend and have known each other for a long time. I think the closest friendship that I have would be like my main circle of friends, where all of us kind of have interacted with each other and have known each other for like over, I want to say like 18 years at this point. It's been a long time. Like I was probably like 13 or 14 years old when I met them. And now I'm 30, so I'm an old fart. But yeah, I have a group of friends where we all kind of like have known each other for that long in the community. I don't ever see myself not talking to them. And we all met online too, which is crazy. And now I live close to like 6 of them. You've been friends since middle school? That's nice. Let's go. There aren't many friends that I have made in school that I still talk to, unfortunately. All the friends that I've made right now were online friends. In fact, I feel like the majority of the friends I met in school, none of us really interact with each other at all. Beatrill. I didn't even know Beatrill was in this set. Nice. And then the longest relationship I've had with someone was like 5 years, but now we don't talk anymore. So sometimes I feel like it is better to just stay friends with people that you consider close. I remember when I was in my poly relationship that I was in for like 5 years, like the first 4 years or so, I was so disconnected from the internet. I was like so busy with doing stuff IRL that I did kind of like neglect my online friends for a bit, and we weren't talking for a while. But then I reconnected with them closer towards like the end of my relationship, because I did feel that disconnect and feel kind of lonely. And sometimes I think it makes you realize, like, after taking some space away from people that actually care about you, that you actually value, is when you realize that their importance, I guess. and I was like feeling very lonely towards like the end of my relationship before I like ended it. I was like, damn, I do feel kind of like I don't belong in this new support group that I've built with this poly family. And then I moved here, closer to where my online friends live, some of them, so. All the friends you made in school moved away to different states and made new friends, so I low-key gotta make new friends. Making new friends is really hard as an adult. It's very hard. Especially making friends online. Like, a lot of the friends that I have are friends I made by association. I don't think there is a single friendship that I've really made online that was 100% on my own. Like, someone introduced me to them, I think. Pokemon novice here, didn't know Greninja had a Mega Evolution. Also, why are we upside down? See? You know, because Mega Greninja is upside down. That is like the bit that we're doing right now. Because in every single artwork that Mega Greninja is shown in, they're always upside down. But the fact that that we've made everything upside down just kind of makes it seem like I just turned Mega Greninja upside down for no reason, even though even though that's just how they portray Mega Greninja in every form of artwork. Maybe you didn't realize that Mega Greninja had a Mega Evolution because you didn't realize it was Mega Evolution. It was Mega Greninja because Mega Greninja is just always upside down. A hi brown sugar, we're just vibing. You're hanging out with us as well. Okay. We've pulled a lot of good cards from this set so far. I already got one of my chase cards twice, once in English and one in Japanese. You're losing your grip. It's okay. We have a pin. We'll just pin you upside down, so you don't have to worry about holding on to anything. Just don't pass out from all the blood rushing to your head. Got Chespin, Stunky, Gumi. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, we got you. We got you. Everyone here is, ooh, Crobat. No, well, I guess technically all of us are bats right now. We are all hanging upside down like bats. So I guess technically, yeah, we can all be Crobat also. Does Crobat hang upside down? I feel like it should. Like, canonically, it's a bat. Though, honestly, I don't ever think I've seen Crobat not flying. I've only ever seen Crobat flying. Have they ever shown Crobat, Golbat, or Zubat like hanging in the series before? Because I feel like they're always just in flight. I was about to ask why you're all upside down and I saw who was beside you. Hi, Valen. See? The bit is some people here who understand the bit understand it. And it's funny, right? Am I funny, y'all? Do y'all think I'm funny? Do y'all think I'm funny? I think I'm funny. I think I'm kind of funny. I'm silly. I know. I'm kind of silly. My friend, she's hilarious, and she's probably like the funniest friend I have. I have a lot of friends in my friend group that I consider hilarious. Like, absolutely hilarious. They, like, bring me so much joy. And my friend recently went to a convention, and she was doing a cosplay, like a mini cosplay group with her friend, cosplaying characters from Jujutsu Kaisen. Those of you who have watched Jujutsu Kaisen and are familiar with the characters, there is a character named Toji who always carries like this like purple worm with him, like over his shoulder and stuff like that. And so her friend dressed up as Toji, and she dressed up as the worm. She was just in a purple jumpsuit that the entire time. Like a purple jumpsuit had all of her head basically just like covered, but her face showing. So like her entire body was just purple and just a hole for where her face was, and she had like a makeup to like show like the worm face. And she was just they were just cosplaying like that. And every single time people would see them, they would like look at her friend and be like, oh. No, they would look at her and be really confused because they're like, what the fuck are you? What the fuck are you dressed up as? And then they would look over to her friend and then they would like immediately understand what the reference was and start laughing. And I thought that's just really funny. So it's like people coming into my chat are doing the exact same thing. They notice everything is upside down and they're very confused. And then they look over and see Mega Greninja and they're like, oh, I understand. See, if Mega Greninja wasn't there, y'all would not understand. I should do a bit like this every single time. Did you all show up with the ninja costumes like I told you all to? What's the next set called? The next set is called Pitch Black. Ooh, we got a new Mega card. We got a Mega Evolution, Mega Pyroar EX. Not my favorite Mega Pokemon design. The next set's gonna be featured Darkrai. And Mega Darkrai is like a giant eyeball, so I guess we're all just gonna have to be giant eyeballs next. Yeah. I don't know. Your whole stream is blank. Pitch black, right. We're just gonna, our entire stream's gonna be black the entire time. Staring contest. The pile of cards I have growing next to me is growing so big I'm about to knock it over. Alright. Only have a few more packs from this booster box left, and I don't know if I want to open another one. I don't know. Do I want to open another one? Let me see. So I have 2 here, and then I have 1 more. I don't know. I don't know if I want to open another box after this. I might. We're all just chilling and hyperfixating over these cards up while hanging upside down. Staring contest. Biblically accurate Asher. If we do open another booster box and manage to get all the chase cards, there might be a chance I decide not to open any more from this set because we've pulled so many great cards. Can't really complain right now. But we are not done with this booster box, so there's a chance we might be able to pull something else. Deoxys. Claydol. Roxy's Performance. Stare. Was it the last? Oh no, there's not. There's like 4 more packs left. This box is like never ending. I keep thinking we're almost done with this box and there's still a lot of packs left. I'm putting the pack redeem on pause just because I haven't really have been able to find product, and my pack drawer is like growing very small, so I'm kind of like trying to collect some more packs so that we have them for the redeem. It's getting harder and harder to find product now, y'all. It is an extreme sport. Where do I get my boxes from? I order them online from retail stores and like some smaller card shops, local card shops. And since a lot of local card shops don't really do online orders to anyone living out of state, it's like everyone's like now only making their products available to customers who live in the area, which makes sense because like everyone is looking for product online now, and there's just not enough to go around to everyone. So local card shops are probably the only place that we can find product if it's not from like retail stores like Walmart and Target. And like Walmart and Target have been impossible to find product from. Hi, Johan. Welcome in. How are you? Are you here to hang out with us as well? We are just hanging out. We are hanging out. I was talking to all of my supporters about how what were we talking about that was very relevant that made me think of you? We were talking about AI earlier, about how people are just so so eager to continue defending AI art, even though there are so many reasons for us not to. Ooh, Clay Doll. You know what? You know what I think? I think Clay Doll looks better upside down. I think Clay Doll looks much better upside down. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe that's a hot take, but I think Clay Doll looks much better upside down. What do y'all think? Beautiful. Beautiful. I think there's a completely different side of Clay Doll that we just don't see. Right side up. But yeah, how are you doing, Johan? Why are you are still awake right now? What time is it over there? It's rare to see you up at this time, I think. Clay Doll looking like a booty plug upside down? Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's what the appeal was. Maybe that's what the appeal was. Oh, go lesbians! Oh, Johan, you shouldn't have. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Welcome in. We are hanging out, and you are now hanging out with us as well. So, hope you all enjoy the view. Make sure you get hydrated and grab a bite to eat, and make sure that you don't pass out from all the blood rushing to your head. Welcome in. My name is Asher. Welcome to the Asylum. I am the guardian of the Asylum, the child of chaos and creation, but also a passion seeker. I'm an artist, an animator, a musician, a Pokemon card collector, a yaoi enthusiast, boy failure, boy kisser, and upside down. That's our current mood. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Thank you for the raid. Hope y'all had a wonderful stream. What were you all doing? It's actually 7 in the morning here. That is you know, I can't say anything. That's usually when I go to bed too. So I'm glad we all share a very similar sleep schedule, even though we're basically the opposite of each other now. Yaoi enthusiast mentioned, yes, I am a yaoi enthusiast. I am also an adult content creator who draws a lot of boys and stuff. So if y'all want to check out my art and support me, I do have a Patreon. I do have a Twitter, but we don't talk about that very often. But yeah, I really I really think you would get along with us. We are all yaoi enthusiasts here. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the follow. Welcome to the asylum. What were you doing, Johan? Hold on. Did we give Johan a shout out? We gave Johan a shout out. Let's go. Fire Emblem Fates Fire Emblem. That's what someone was talking about earlier. That made me remind me of you, because they were like, "Is this a Fire Emblem um, reference or something?" And I didn't understand the reference, but I'm sure you probably understand the reference, right? Is there any upside down reference in Fire Emblem that you know of? Because I don't know Fire Emblem, so we end the stream with gay hot spring sex. Gay hot spring sex. I mean, do tell more about that off stream if you would like. I would be very interested to know about that. Yes. So there is an inside joke involving upside down men in Fire Emblem that I don't understand. The Fire Emblem Tree Houses has a guy upside down on the cover. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. We didn't actually have sex, but we were naked with the other boys in a hot spring. I mean, you know what that implications are. I mean, the implications were that all of y'all lived happily ever after, and then, you know, that's what happens off screen, off stream, off screen, off stream. Sometimes I think about that whenever I'm watching like movies and stuff like that, where the actors are like way too intimate for like I find it very. I'm like, are we actually acting here, or is there something going on behind the scenes that we just don't know about? But you know, y'all claim it's professionalism because y'all just want to flex and seem like good actors, when really, I think there's way too much sexual tension in these scenes. Way too much is happening that I feel like there's a possibility that there is chemistry happening off screen too. But we don't talk about that. We don't talk about VTuber orgies. We don't talk about everything that happens when no one is looking, right? We don't talk about that kind of stuff. No, it never happens. It doesn't exist. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. The actors just have good chemistry. Yes, exactly. The sex was heavily implied. Yeah. That's you know, that's how you know that the character bonds and the bonds between characters have to imply such things for it to be for it to be good character relationships, right? if people cannot ship the characters after watching or reading your series, what's the point? If people cannot headcanon that your characters can possibly have a relationship with each other, then I think you're doing something wrong. That's what I really hate about some series, where they write characters in a way to make it feel like they cannot get along with anybody. What is the point? If there is no chemistry in between any of your characters, then I don't really see. I can't enjoy that. I value human connection and like just close friendships between people. And if your characters don't have any chemistry with each other, then I don't feel connected to your characters either. That's how I feel. Does that make sense? Does anyone else feel the same way? Reminds me of a novel you're currently reading. Your main character gets shipped with practically everyone. Honestly, if I were to eventually come up with like start doing a novel or like a comic of my OCs, I would want my readers to start shipping my characters together, like everyone. Like I like if you have a enemies to lovers relationship, done, do it. The enemies, you want the two of them to be shipped as well, done. Like as long as the characters like aren't like problematic in a way where they're underage or whatever, and there's an age difference of that sort, then I genuinely don't think I would care. I'm very happy that my audience would even have like the desire to want to create alternate universes using my own characters. I would be flattered, honestly. I wouldn't like I wouldn't like police that at all. Because I know other people would have their own headcanons and stuff like that. And like if my story inspires other people to think creatively outside of like my own universe, then I welcome that type of creativity. I feel like that's a healthy way to look at things as an author of something, right? Right? Like that's a reason why doujinshi and stuff exists. It exists for people to be free with their creative interests. And if my story has anything that helps people get through anything whatsoever by allowing them to think creatively and borrow my character so that they can write stories for themselves, go for it. Yeah. Every one of my characters, if you want them to have an orgy together, be my guest. There's no actual romance, but so many implications sometimes. He's too employed. Oh no. Your character reminds me of me. I am also very employed, and I do also feel like I have a really hard time maintaining friendships, and I feel guilty sometimes, but I do have a care and have a fondness for a lot of people that I struggle to reach out to, like outside of like friend groups and like outside of Discord VCs and stuff like that. Because most of the time I can really only appreciate my friends in the context of a group setting because it feels like I'm sharing time with everyone. And having to make time for people, specifically like one like making time for individual people in my life right now feels like a lot more effort and than I am able to give just because of life and work and stuff. Yeah, we were talking a lot about friend circles earlier and how the closest friends I've made were part of a Discord server. And also we met each other when online, like 15, 18 years ago. I know, I was gonna say 16, 17, but then I was like, no, let's let's not go there. But we've known each other for a really long time only because we've been part of the same circle and the same online space for that long. And there hasn't really been many friendships I've made where it wasn't someone who introduced me to them, you know? It's harder to make friends nowadays where you kind of like make friends with them, not having any kind of friends by association with them. You have a hard time coming up with a conversation with your friends. Sometimes they just have nothing to talk about. That's also fair. Sometimes the best friendships are friends where you can just stay sitting in a call in silence with one another and we can just appreciate the silence together. That's the kind of friendships that I prefer. You don't have to spend quality time with people by doing things. And if you can naturally just exist alongside each other and feel comfortable, that's a beautiful relationship. Like, it's a healthy one. There's no anxiety. Y'all are just existing next to each other and we just appreciate our existences. That's how I feel about friendships. Not everything has to be that complicated, I feel like. You don't have many friends? Well, hopefully you can make some friends in my community. All of us are very, we're all lurkers here, actually. We're actually not very talkative, so if y'all have a hard time coming up with things to talk about in conversation, my Discord server, everyone just kind of like lurks around and plays Wordle and talks about boys and shares art and stuff like that, which I think is very beautiful. So yeah, if y'all want to join my Discord server, try to make new friends, we have a Discord server. You feel very validated? I'm glad. I'm glad I can validate some of you all, because lately I've been having a really hard time feeling validated myself, because I'm like, is there something wrong with me? Am I the problem? Like, why do I feel bitter towards some people in the community that I consider close friends, but they don't really make an effort for me or like include me in things, and I can't show up to their spaces because they're not available. So I think some of there it really takes a certain type of connection between me and someone to share a strong friendship and feel comfortable. But I try to make time for and show up in people's lives. It's just very difficult given the state of the world right now and how busy I am with work and art and projects. You're an ambivert? Oh. You can be too talkative sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find someone that can match your energy, but it doesn't mean that you're a bad friend. It just means that you have to find the right people who can complement your energy. And like, I don't mind sitting in call in silence while another person's yapping to me. I'm a listener. I can listen to someone talk if that helps them feel included, you know? And sometimes a talkative person just needs a listener. So maybe you're just missing someone who can listen very well and not feel annoyed by it. But yeah, friendships, y'all. And talks about Asher's AUs. Yeah, my chat has a lot of AUs for my characters, and I'm just like, I am so happy that I have a community of wonderful people who are able to come up with scenarios where my characters can be happy, because my character lore is very depressing, and they're actually not very happy in my universe right now. So but that's where y'all come in. Y'all come in to make sure that my characters are happy in other universes. Also, I've been seeing everyone making tomodachis of Asher and his love interest Solace. Everyone loves Solace. He is our boyfriend. I am not a boyfriend experience streamer. I am a third wheel experience streamer, where y'all get to appreciate me and Solace being in a happy relationship together, and I am your boyfriend-in-law because y'all can share my boyfriend with you. Everyone can be in a relationship with Solace, all of us. Do I have a, let me see, do I have a image of Solace anywhere? Let me see. What is this? That's not it. That's something else. I don't have a image of Solace here. Maybe I should put one up there so y'all can, so I can introduce y'all to my significant other. Let me see. Where is Art of Solace? Art. Solace. Solace. I'm trying to look for art of my significant other. Solace. Here we go. Here. That is me with my boyfriend, Solace. He's the one on the right. He's like a puppy boy. Oh, I love Given. See, you'll fit in just fine in this community. We are all yaoi lovers. And Given is one of my comfort animes, even though it's so sad. I find a lot of sad things comforting. Is that problematic? Is that concerning? I think there are people out there who don't like doomed yaoi and stuff like that, or like sad stuff, but I think there is a comfort in indulging in stories that talk about things that are sad and make you realize that and recognize that it is a normal thing that exists. Sadness and sad things, it exists. You can't just have everything be happy all the time. You have to acknowledge that sadness exists, and you kind of have to accept that exists. So that's how I feel about sadness, and that's why I have such sad lore for some of my characters, but I do intend for them to have a happy ending. They just have to suffer a little bit because I need to live vicariously through the suffering of my own characters to kind of process my own suffering and my own sadness. That's a healthy way to put it, right? Art is a healthy way to express your emotions and process your emotions, I believe. I was about to ask how Given was sad, but then I remember the main boy and what happened. Yeah, and then if you watch the movies, they also go deeper into the relationships of every character. So having trauma in your OCs too, and then having a happy ending for them. Yeah, we should all embrace sadness. Happiness is great and all, but if we don't embrace other aspects of other types of emotion, then where are they gonna go? We're just gonna keep them bottled up inside ourselves if we don't allow ourselves to feel those emotions, right? All right, we have like maybe like an hour ish before I decide to end stream. So I'm just gonna continue. I'm gonna open one more box. I'm gonna open one more box of Chaos Rising. Yeah, we've been brain rotting over this new set that just recently came out with Greninja on the front. That's why all of us are upside down right now, in case y'all missed the bit. Everyone who's never seen Mega Greninja, he's like upside down in every single artwork, and it's just like just how he is, I guess, naturally. So we decide to also just hang out with Greninja. It's like 2 in the morning here. It's morning for you? It's not morning over here. It's like 7 o'clock p.m. So we are about to enter. It's about to get dark here. It's still light outside. It's still bright outside, but it's about to get dark soon. But I do enjoy being awake when it's dark. I am very nocturnal. Is anyone else also very nocturnal? I'm assuming you're still awake right now because you're also someone who is appreciates being awake during hours where everyone is asleep. I think it's very peaceful. I am most productive in the middle of the night. I don't quite understand why. So I think it's just the nature of me having always stayed up late as a child. Got a gorgeist. I work during the night, so yeah, I also love the moon. Yeah, I also work at night as well. By choice, though. Well, there was one time where I worked at night because I worked on an anime production, and I was working with production managers and other employees that were actually in Japan. But we had a lot of American animators as well. It was like a worldwide outsourced project. And every time we had meetings, it was in the middle of the night. So I ended up just readjusting my schedule so that I can wake up for these meetings, and ended up just keeping my schedule that way because it was convenient. But it didn't matter for me as much because I was most active at night anyway. And I managed to get, feedback from my producers and everything because they were awake when I was awake. Because otherwise, you wouldn't get feedback on time. And it was very frustrating because time zone difference. Yes, I did work on an anime production. I've worked on a few anime productions. The one that I can only really talk about is the Lord of the Rings anime movie that no one knows about because it was poorly promoted. But it is one of the movies that I was very proud of. Ooh, we got AZ full art. AZ's Tranquility. Let's go. I like the artwork in this one. There was an anime? There was an anime. It's an anime movie. Yeah, see, no one knows about it. People just don't know about it because it was so poorly promoted. But I remember when I went to watch when I went to watch the film. Hold on, is my booster pack redeem working? I know y'all have been opening booster packs, but I don't know if it's been working or not. I haven't been paying attention. Is it working? Oh, it is? Okay. Alright, just need to make sure. I actually don't know. Yeah, y'all get like 5 free booster packs every single day to open if y'all want to gamble as well. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim. Yeah, it was very poorly promoted. I remember when it first came out and I went to see it in theaters with a friend. We got an entire theater all to ourselves. It was basically a private screening at that point because it was just me and my friend in this theater. But it was great because I could be as annoying as I want and be like, look, I did that. That was my shot. I did that. That was mine. I did that. Wouldn't be bothering anybody. That was like the only time, my first time ever experiencing watching a movie in a theater, an empty theater by myself. It was really nice, actually. But it made me sad that no one else was watching the movie. Lord of the Rings anime movie night? Maybe. We could watch it sometime. I'll just have to find it online somewhere. I don't know if it's available for streaming. I would have done that too if it made me if I made the movie. Right, like, it was like one of the most unique experiences I've ever had, being able to watch my own work on a movie theater screen by myself in an empty theater. If I ever had owned my own house, I would want a movie. Ooh, hold on. Wait. Is this an SIR? That is an SIR. Nice. We just pulled another SIR. Roxy's Performance. Let's go. Nice. 2 SIRs in one stream. We're just pulling all the SIRs here. What the hell? Let's go. It's on HBO Max. I don't have HBO Max, unfortunately. Wow. I will take it. I will take it. Damn, I'm running out of room. We've pulled the Cinchino oops. Special art twice, one in Japanese and one in English. Now we pulled a new one in English. It's okay if y'all don't know anything about Pokemon cards. I just appreciate the artwork and the rarity, and apparently these are rare cards, so I appreciate them. And the artwork looks really cool. The artwork looks really, really cool. I think maybe someone in my family has it. I can ask and see if your brother has a way to get movies, basically. If one of y'all has HBO and would want to stream it in the server for us, I could totally do a movie night if y'all want to stream it for us. That would be very wonderful. I would appreciate that very much. I remember seeing that movie on, like, I saw it in Walmart, available as a Blu-ray DVD. No, not Blu-ray, just a regular DVD. And it was like, they had it for like $20. And I was like, this movie is not worth $20 for a DVD. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. That movie is not worth $20 as a DVD. But yeah, they had it for $20. I was like, damn, I am not buying that. If it was any cheaper, I would have probably bought it, but I don't think that movie is worth $20. I paid less for the movie ticket. Sadly, it's not on Prime. A lot of streaming services nowadays just don't have a lot of things that I want to see, which makes me not want to ever support a streaming service. Because, like, what do you mean they took off Schitt's Creek from every streaming service and it's not available online anywhere? That was like one of my favorite shows, and it's not available anywhere. So I'm just like, wow, that makes me really sad. But yeah, if we watch it in our Discord server, then we could totally, I can totally tell you what parts I did. I really wish I could show the work that I did on the movie, like the behind the scenes stuff, but we are not allowed to, so. I wasn't even allowed to do a screenshot of the credits from the movie without getting a DMCA takedown. Definitely poorly advertised, because what do you mean it released in 2024? Yeah, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, and people still don't know what it is. Some people still don't know, at least. If you like dramas and anime, I recommend Kiss KH. Very good free website. I'll look into it. There is something that's been going around recently that was just like, if you look up any movie on IMDb, and I don't know what it was, but if you like type in like play right before IMDb or something like that, right before that URL link, it like redirects you to like a pirated version of the full movie, which I thought was crazy, but like I tried it and it worked. And I'm pretty sure like whoever set that up, ooh, that's a Matang illustration rare. Yeah, whoever set that up probably runs like a piracy website for movies and just redirected every IMDb link to like something on their movie using that. And like I don't really completely trust it, but it's crazy the lengths people will go nowadays to ensure that people have access to piracy and like pirated stuff. And like, I'm not against piracy. Like, you do what you need to do. It's just crazy that there are people out there that like dedicate their time to actually run these websites, and I don't understand how they do that. The only time that I don't care about, that I don't agree with piracy is if you're pirating like artwork and stuff from like small creators. Ooh, we got another Xerneas. Let's go. We've been pulling a lot of good cards. Wow. That's beautiful. Love the colors. Remember to wear protection when visiting borrowing sites. Exactly. Crunchyroll is so overrated. I have a Crunchyroll membership, like a yearly, like I had a whole year membership for Crunchyroll. I got it before they decided to raise their prices. I'm probably gonna cancel it. I won't renew it, but like I got it when like it was still a decent price, and now it's like so expensive. They just keep raising the price. But like I got a year membership for it, so I have to make use of it now. Have to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. I've been watching a lot of anime on my own recently because I got tired of waiting on my friends who said they were going to watch the anime with me. And so I just started watching it without them because what do you mean you just never have time to watch anything? It's just 20 minutes of the day. You can make time to sit down and watch something, right? It's better to buy Netflix at this point. I don't even know what is available on Netflix now, but I feel like all of my friends just share like the same accounts, and that's enough for me. Yes, your family does have HBO Max, so you can stream the movie once you get the login for it. Nice. Just let me know. We could do a movie stream like whenever. Got another regular EX Mega Dragalge. For those of you who don't know, I've been opening Pokemon cards upside down all stream just to keep up this bit. And I feel like the upside down streams is our key to actually pulling good cards, because we've been pulling so many good cards. We've been pulling so many good cards for some reason, and I think it's because we've been opening the packs upside down. There's some form of luck farming that's happening right now. I can't explain it. But I guess we can't really appreciate the artwork if it's upside down, right? Do y'all want me to open it up right side up instead of upside down? I'll give y'all the choice. Should I keep doing it for the bit, or do y'all want to see the artwork? I'm just being silly over here, but I don't actually know what kind of entertainment y'all want from me. You like the upside down vibes? The upside down vibes. Everyone here is just for the upside down vibes. Also, I forgot to say welcome in to everyone who decided to follow me through Johan's stream, but thank you all so much. I hope you all enjoy your stay here. We really only stream like once a week, but like I've been trying to at least try to stream like twice a week, maybe do like Wednesday streams for like art streams and stuff like that. But when I'm not streaming, I am working, and a lot of the stuff that I do work is not safe to stream, unfortunately, on this site. So yeah, but I have been working on backgrounds and like other animation things recently that I could stream, so hopefully I will be able to keep up some of the streams, the art streams, so that I'm not just opening Pokemon cards on stream all the time. Yeah, believe it or not, I actually do have hobbies outside of shiny cardboard. Hobbies that keep me employed now, so technically they're not hobbies anymore, but they are my interests, my special interests. We got a full art Cinchino. Very these full arts, I don't know how I feel about some of these full arts. I like the Mega Evolution full arts. These ones feel really lazy to me. Just a little bit. Oh, but now we got the Cinchino, both the full art and also the what am I trying to say? SIR. Your favorite Pokemon? Your favorite Pokemon. Cinchino's your favorite Pokemon? We managed to pull this card twice this stream. One in Japanese and one in English. And we were talking about this earlier when I was looking at the cards. I was like, this is a really cute card. It's one of my chase cards, and we managed to pull it. So we pulled one of our chase cards. It's so cute. They're so cute. My other chase card is the Mega Dragalge. And then anything other than those cards would just be a bonus. You think an ad is playing in the background? It should. It's probably a Spotify ad. Yeah, I don't have Spotify Premium. But it's okay. I'll just... We just talk over the ads, you know? We just pretend the ads aren't happening. Cinchino EX is so cute. But yeah. Not a lot of my followers actually know anything about Pokemon. I just open it for the fun of gambling and appreciating the art, so... Don't feel bad if y'all don't understand what these cards mean, because honestly, I don't play the game. I don't know what some of the cards are anyway, or how to play the game, so I just really like the artwork. Like, it makes me feel like a kid again, like looking at like Pokemon cards and like the artwork and stuff like that. I feel like one of my goals in life is probably to illustrate a Pokemon card one day, but considering the kind of content I'm doing right now and how it's basically my identity now, it might not be something that I can look forward to in the near future ever. You thought it was your stream ad and I was so confused? No, you're not confused. You're upside down. You just have a lot of blood in your head right now. Just a little bit disoriented. No biggie. It's okay. We won't stay upside down all the time. I know how some of y'all are probably new here and don't even know what I look like right side up, which is really funny to me. Your first impression of me is me being upside down and shirtless. But I hope you're enjoying the vibes regardless. Imagine getting rated into someone and your first impression of them is just them being upside down for the entire stream. Eventually, I will be right side up. I'm gonna get used to opening these cards upside down and completely forget how to open them right side up again. But I can't stop. My luck with the cards while they're upside down is just so good. I've been pulling so many good cards. Got another EX. It's bringing people in here. Well, I'm happy. I am happy that I'm able to keep y'all interested and entertained just by being upside down. See? Y'all, some of my friends can take tips from me on how to be a streamer. Bat streamers, where are you all at? Y'all should take tips from me. Stream upside down. Open Pokemon cards upside down. This feels like something I should be doing on April Fools. I remember when people were streaming during April Fools and they were doing all sorts of bits, and I saw the clips of them and everything. Like, one person streamed their entire chatter, like everyone in the chatters basically just changed their color to like grass or whatever. Green. So everyone was just green in the chat box for some reason. Or like what other harmless things did people do during April Fools? I told people that I finally got engaged, and some people actually believed it, which was really funny because I've mentioned on stream that I don't ever want to be engaged to anybody anytime soon, because that's how, for those of y'all who are new here, I was in a polyamorous relationship for 5 years, and I got engaged, and I ended that engagement like 3 years ago. So. Or is it 4 years? I feel like it might be 4 years at this point. Time is going by so fast. It's crazy. Like, it's 2026. I can't believe Devil Wears Prada is 20 years old. I can't wait to watch the second movie. We're definitely gonna watch... Ooh, we got another Froakie. Let's go. I love this illustration rare. It's so cute. So cute. So cute. I have not seen part 2 yet. I really want to watch it, but I was saying that once it becomes available online, I want to watch it in the server, because we watched the first one like a week or 2 ago. You liked it? I'm glad, because I've heard a lot of mixed feelings of mixed reviews about the movie, but Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep were in it. Like, how bad could it possibly go? Like, I feel like their acting and their presence alone as actors just always make a film feel they just add something to movies. I don't even know how to explain it. I love opening the booster packs upside down and then actually hitting on a Greninja and he looks right side up. It's so funny to me. Beautiful. I have a lot of cards I can add to my shop tonight. I do own a card shop, a little card shop online, because I need to make some kind of revenue from all the duplicates I'm pulling, right? Because I don't tend to keep all of this. What am I going to do with it? I feel like the older generation didn't like it because it had a different vibe than the first one. I mean, that's probably fair. It is 20 years old, but there is a certain type of vibe to modern films that I can't really explain either. That's what happens, though. Like, movies change. Like, art changes. And movies 20 years ago feel much different compared to movies nowadays. My mom didn't like it as much, for example. We went together. Oh. Well, I'm someone who is not very, like, particular about, like, being extra critical about movies, so I'm not gonna say I hate it or love it. Like, there are definitely gonna be parts that I'm gonna love, and there are gonna be parts that I hate and don't like. Like, that's just how it is with art. You can't love everything. There has to be something that you disagree with. Perfection is a disease, as is that how the saying goes? Something like that. If I hate a movie, you know it's really bad. Yeah, I haven't really encountered a movie where I just like, I absolutely despise this movie. Because even like really bad movies, my friends like to watch them just because they're bad. And they're just like, this is so bad. Let's disappreciate this together. There are some movies that are so bad that you watch them just to enjoy how bad it is. And I feel like that's very valid as well. Some movies are so bad that it's just good. There's no such thing as perfection. You simply do the best you can. Yeah, exactly. I am also doing the best I can right now. There is no such thing as perfection. Perfection is the enemy of progress or something like that? Yeah, that's probably true. Practice makes improvement, not practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect, but that doesn't exist. Deoxys, another water energy of some kind? Bubbly energy, it's not even water energy. You hate new Disney movies? Mulan was really disappointing for me. The live-action Mulan was very disappointing, I must say. Like, the casting, I feel like, was done well. The changes to the story were unnecessary, I feel like. The inclusion of a witch felt very strange to me. It was very strange. Very strange. Yeah. A lot of the live actions they've been releasing of Disney movies recently have felt very strange to me. I haven't really enjoyed them. Like, I think they make a lot of changes that don't make sense, and the things they do try to keep accurate to the originals also don't do it justice. That's how I feel about the trailer for Moana right now, because they could have chosen a different actor to play Maui, but they decided to keep Dwayne Johnson because he was the voice actor, but he doesn't even look the part. And instead of reshaping the character so that it fits Dwayne Johnson's as an actor, they put a wig on him. And it does not look right. It just does not work very well. They're trying very hard to keep some elements the same, and then those elements just fall flat because they didn't feel a need to make a creative change. And I feel like creative changes are what makes movies good. Because if you try to keep everything like the original, it has to be well executed. But if you're not going to be able to execute it well, you have to change it. The only live action you like is a Scooby-Doo live action? I feel like they haven't done many new plot lines. They really haven't. I miss when Disney used to do like original like movies and stories that actually, you know, felt fresh and new. The last live action that I enjoyed was How to Train Your Dragon, though. I do think some people were worried about that live action, but like there are some parts that I feel like in the costuming which could have been done better. Like Hiccup's hair felt really flat to me, and he felt like he looked like more like a cosplayer than anything. Like there are some things that it's just like if he was like an actual kid, I feel like it would have probably like felt closer to the original to me, but the characters did feel like they were aged up just a little bit. But as far as the soul of the movie and like how true to the original storyline they stayed to it, they made a lot of creative changes to improve the story and the telling of the story, which I appreciated. Like overall, it was a very good movie. I cried watching it, just like how I cried in the first movie. But some people didn't like the changes they made to Astrid's character because like she was blonde in the movie and she wasn't blonde in the live action movie. But I feel like that's a very minor change that had very little impact on the story whatsoever. And it's very unfair to criticize how an entire film, because you don't like a singular change they made to one character, you know? That's a physical appearance that doesn't even matter. Like, it's one thing if you decide to make the love interest like a different gender, because I feel like that would probably affect the movie a bit. But like, there are some changes that I feel like are like very minor and aren't impactful. You thought the live action was an AI fake thing? Oh no. I mean, the CG wasn't bad. It was actually really good. Oh, we got a watch hog illustration, rare. I only got a few more packs. The Little Mermaid was such an AI fake thing. The Little Mermaid, I was very... I had mixed feelings about it. Like, I liked how they did decide to cast a singer, someone with vocal ability to play Ariel. They were doing something different. They were trying to be inclusive. I do feel like there are parts of the movie where it did feel very rushed and it fell flat and didn't have the same impact as the animated movie. It wasn't a movie that I wanted to rewatch, but there were parts of the movie that were gorgeous, that I feel like were well done. But I did feel like there were parts of the movie that just didn't feel... I didn't feel the magic like I felt watching the animated movie. And I guess that's not even like a fault of the producers, I think. I feel like there are some animated movies that weren't made to be live action movies. There's a type of magic in animation that you can't recreate in live action. It was very devoid of color, and it seems to be a running trend nowadays with modern movies where everything is like all dull and the colors are very like washed out because they want it to seem like realistic. When genuinely, I do appreciate color and people who put effort into like making movies colorful without having to sacrifice like you can make movies colorful and it's okay if a movie doesn't feel realistic because of it. Because it's a movie. Like, you're supposed to suspend disbelief that that world is real in the first place. The Little Mermaid was, didn't seem like they looked like sisters at all. Yeah. The sisters, I felt, Well, I really don't know. Like in the animated movie, it's not like you could really tell if the sisters were like different like races or whatever, but they certainly did look and act and feel like sisters, while in the live action, they were really trying to spread diversity and probably a very, I don't know, in a way that felt ingenuine. Just because you cast characters of different races in a movie doesn't make it diverse. It's about how you include them, I think. Because race isn't, you know, it isn't. You're not including someone just because they look different, you know? There has to be some kind of significance to why they look a certain way and exist in that universe, I feel like. And I feel like a lot of inclusion nowadays is just based on skin color and not actually appreciating like the many complexities that exist between races and how they interact with each other. Was that the last pack? Oh, that was the last pack. Huh, we've been yapping so much I didn't realize that we ran out of packs just now. Well, that's fine. We only have like a few more minutes left to stream anyway. I think it would be more effective for them to come up with a whole new plot of a movie. Yeah. But I think it's the reason why they don't do that is because writing in itself is such a, like, that's why they had a writer's strike, because writers weren't getting paid enough. But they're also like trying to reinvent stories that were popular and building off of things that exist instead of creating things that are new. And I hate how that is a trend nowadays. Nowadays, we are just kind of so focused on modifying things instead of creating things from scratch. It's a very ingenuine process to art, which is why like the whole discussion about AI art, how it is not considered a creative tool, because you're not creating anything from scratch. You are still using something that exists and exploiting real people's work to create something. You're not creating something from scratch, which makes it not a creative form of art, I feel like. Yeah, AI art and music are so problematic because of that. And I hate that people cannot see why it's problematic. It's not just a tool, it is a weapon. It's a weapon that takes advantage of real artists, and it kind of it is a weapon that like contaminates artwork that, you know, would otherwise be fine if you made the effort, put in the effort to actually create something original. AI art kind of like morphs things that exist to create something that is different but is an imitation. And I feel like art isn't meant to be an imitation of each other. Eventually, the more you sample other people's like artwork to create something, it's going to all look very dull and lifeless. But yeah, let's move to just chatting. But yeah, I'm just very happy that people are speaking out against AI still, and it's not just something that everyone collectively still accepts as normal. As long as there is this bit of resistance against it, I think, oops, I accidentally made myself disappear. Hold on. For my next trick, I will make myself disappear because I'm a ninja. Yeah, I am still upside down, but I'm back. I have returned. It feels like a lazy paint over, especially when there are stories from other people's cultures that are often underrepresented. I don't want to see a black version of a pre-established white character. Yeah, exactly. or just POC and respective POC stories, showcasing a lived experiences that exist outside of a white perspective. Like there are so many different ways to write stories about people and still make them feel included in a way that makes sense. No one wants to feel like they're an afterthought. No one wants to be included for the sake of existing in art without purpose. Like, I feel very seen when people write stories about, queer folk and like the struggles they have to go through and like making the characters actually feel relatable instead of just simply putting a gay character in a series and they just exist as a background character to be made fun of or something. Like, there are so many ways to write stories, and sometimes I feel like we choose the lazy way. People should not be lazy when it comes to art. I feel like there are so many different ways to enable creativity, and we need to put in more effort into artwork because that's what makes artwork great. It showcases everyone's strengths and what they're capable of doing. AI art does not showcase anyone's potential whatsoever. And I hate people that use it as a way to be like, oh, but it's available to everyone and people who can't draw can use it. People who can't draw, pencils are available to people who can't draw. Art programs are available to people who can't draw. Stock art and photos are available to people who can't draw. You can still create things out of things that exist that is available to be used as tools. But that's not AI art. That is taking things that don't belong to you and taking advantage of work that exists and just benefiting from it. I feel like they're focusing on what the character is like, skin color, instead of letting the character tell a story. Yeah, that's what they've been doing for a long time and calling it diversity. That's not what diversity is. There are literally people who don't have hands and learn to draw with their feet. Like, exactly. Like, there's just no excuse. There is just no excuse. That's why I liked Into the Spider-Verse so much, because Miles Morales is his own character that coexists with Peter Parker rather than being an Afro-Latino version of Peter Parker. Yeah, exactly. You can create different versions of the same character, but have it be a different character altogether. No one says that you can't have like a black princess. You can create black princesses, create new princesses. You don't have to make an existing princess black. That's not inclusion. I believe there's nobody that truly can't draw, but there's people who didn't try. Exactly. Sometimes I read the comments of people who support and defend AI, and they sound like the same people who used to make fun of me when I was doodling in class. When I'd be like drawing random things in class, and they'd like tease me and be like, he's an artist or an art freak or whatever. Like, yeah, you think I'm joking. There are people out there who actually bully kids just because they were artists, which I'm just like, why did people do that if they're not hurting anyone and it's none of your business? But it's like, when the older I get, now I understand that maybe they were just insecure because they themselves cannot or do not want to try or make the effort to try to learn how to draw, so they like bully people who actually do. Same people, I bet, grow up defending AI art because it's a shortcut that they can exploit in order to create something without having to put in much effort. I saw one dude making an excuse about his ADHD making him unable to draw, which is silly because I myself have got diagnosed and you can draw. I have ADHD. Like, ADHD doesn't make it. ADHD is something that people can live with, and no matter what. It's not something that you can use as an excuse. Like, I don't say I can't respond to messages because of ADHD and therefore I won't try. Or I can't draw because of my ADHD, therefore I won't try. Like, it makes things harder. Our disabilities make things harder, but we still try. Like, no one has given up living their life because of their disability unless they actively, you know, are just not. I mean, it's a very close-minded way of thinking to believe that just because you have a disability, that it affects you in a way that makes it so that you can't even try or put in the effort to. Like, if anything, I know many people with disabilities that are so much, they are the most hard-working individuals that I know. They work even harder than people who are abled, and that's what makes them so unique, but also like I they inspire me to work harder just because of that. But like, yeah, people just just have the tendency to always come up with excuses whenever they feel like they have the privilege of not requiring to put in effort to do things. Like, it's great that you have found a way to make your life easier. But if it's something that makes other people's lives harder or takes advantage of other people or harms the environment, that's not something you can just overlook. Someone in my comments was like, oh, let people have fun. Let people use whatever tools they want. You can try everything. Don't police what other people want to do. Yeah, but they're doing things that come at the expense of other people. There's consequences to some of their actions. You can't just do whatever you want because it makes you happy. Like, you can't just hurt people just because it makes you happy. They just like intentionally left that part out. Usually that saying's like, you can do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, as long as not hurting yourself or other people. Yeah, notice how they didn't even include that part of that, because they know what they're doing is wrong. They know it's ethically bad. It just comes off as defeatist when people use disabilities as an excuse. Yeah, it really does. Because I know a lot of people with disabilities that are able to work as hard and harder than people who are able-bodied and able to accomplish even more than able-bodied people. It's so annoying because by them using AI as an excuse, it puts down people who legit work to overcome. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. I'm very happy that we're still able to have conversations like these, because half the time I do feel like I am always talking about AI, and I don't want to feel like I'm always talking about the same thing over and over and over and over again. But it does feel like all of y'all are still very passionate about defending, or not defending, about just standing up for what is right and not accepting things for what they seem to be. I keep talking about the same thing over and over again. It literally costs that literally most of my own socials. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm just like, I hope my new followers don't get tired of me talking about AI all the time, because I know everyone is tired of it, but a lot of people probably don't want to see or hear about it anymore. They're just like, yeah, we get it. It's tiring. If you were a true art lover, you have to hate AI. Yeah, that's how I feel too. I find it really hard to even think about supporting anyone who even like associates with a friend who uses AI and doesn't call them out for it. And I know it's getting very difficult nowadays to separate from what you believe in and the things that that exist in reality, and we enjoy and indulge in a lot of things that are linked to some form of evil. I don't even care if you play Marvel Rivals, even though there has been evidence of Marvel Rivals using generative AI. At least understand that what you're supporting is problematic. I think there are other people out there who won't even put in the effort to understand why. And they continue doing it because they just pretend that it doesn't exist, which is ignorant. They're willingly being ignorant. And I understand there are friends that love playing Marvel Rivals, and they're like, yeah, they use AI, and I hate that because I can't enjoy playing Marvel Rivals anymore. And honestly, I respect that. If you are ashamed of doing something that you know is problematic, even though it brings you joy, at least I can see that you have some form of humanity left in you to at least accept that something is problematic and flawed and that you feel guilty for enjoying it. But don't pretend like it doesn't exist, you know? I cannot stand people who will not accept reality, you know? Like, I will admit that I shouldn't be supporting huge corporations like McDonald's, but like sometimes I kind of need something quick and cheap and available that is near me, and I don't live near many grocery stores, and sometimes ordering fast food is what I have to do for food, and I sometimes have to do that. And it makes me feel bad, but I know I shouldn't be doing it. But, I recognize that it's bad, and I think sometimes recognizing it is the first step. And there are so many people out there who won't even do the bare minimum of recognizing when something is problematic. Like, some people literally just double down on doing something that they know is bad, and I hate it. Like, someone can tell them not to do something, and they'll do it, like, even harder. Instead of, like, I don't know. You think if someone said that what you're doing is bad, that you would, like, maybe try to make an effort to pull back from doing that sort of thing? At least I respect people who make the effort to try. But if you, like, double down on something and, like, really be like, yeah, I'm gonna shove it in your face, I can do whatever the fuck I want because I don't care, then I have lost respect for you. You like their fries? Same. I'm like, I love their fries. I love the thin fries. Like, they don't do it like that in other places. Well, Steak and Shake also does that, but honestly, the last time I went to Steak and Shake, they had a very strange system of serving food that I couldn't get used to. Like, I wanted sweet tea, and they didn't have regular sweet tea. They only had unsweetened tea and like sweetener. And I'm like, that's not sweet tea. That's just unsweet tea with sweetener. Like, you don't call that sweet tea. You just call that tea. Like, what's the difference between unsweet tea and sweet tea? Well, one has sugar, right? Real sugar. No one makes sweet tea with with sweetener. That's unsweet tea with sweetener. Something, something, not ethical consumption under capitalism. But if you can, you should always find an alternative. Yeah, like, people are making an effort to do the best they can in a society that does not serve us the way that we need to be served. But if you're just going to enable everything that's problematic and just pretend like it doesn't affect anyone else just because it benefits you, then that makes you a loser. But yeah, that's my TED Talk. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I appreciate you all. Ooh, Wait, I want to raid someone. Finally, I had a friend that I've been wanting to raid, but they've never been streaming whenever I'm streaming, so we're gonna be raiding into them. Uh, Thank you all once again for joining in and hanging out with me, literally. I had a lot of fun. Um, I hope you all have a good rest of your night. And of course, if you're new here and you came here from Johan's raid, I appreciate you all for staying here. As always, you can find my socials. Here I post art and, you know, talk about AI stuff and like I draw yaoi and boys and yearn a lot and talk about boy kissing and stuff like that if that's what you're into. And then my Discord is available if you want to make some friends and also share the different you know, artworks of boys kissing and stuff like that too. Like I love watching, I love looking at art of boys kissing. I have a need. I I don't get enough of it, so I need your help. If I don't see more art of boys kissing, doing gay things, I will quite literally die. Let me start a battle royale though. Let's do a battle royale. Can I do a battle royale? I spelled that wrong. Battle royale. Let's do a battle royale before ending stream. I need to up my boy kisser drawings. You do. Everyone needs to be drawing boys kissing. It's a thrill. I 100% recommend it. What's that? Boy kissing? Or the battle royale? The battle royale just puts you all in a fight, a free for all until one of y'all is comes out as a winner. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're not if this is an 18 plus stream community, so if you're under 18, I'm sorry. You'll have to come back when you're 18, but since y'all came from Johan's stream, I assume that y'all are of the right of age. Who's the winner? Brown Sugar! Congratulations, Brown Sugar. You are the winner. All right, we are rating Masami. Masami. One of the first few friends I've made like in the VA community, I guess. And they recently became a VTuber, so y'all go support him. He's funny, he's nice and sweet and cute, and he's a voice actor who does ASMR content and stuff. So yeah, there you go. Another boy for you all to stan. And yes, that is the raid message. So so y'all be sure to thank him for for existing, I guess. I don't know. We need more streamers out there who are into boy kissing. Anyways, y'all have a good rest of your time zone and thank you for hanging out with me and yeah, I will catch you all sometime. Maybe next week. Definitely next week. I don't know how many times I'll be streaming next week, but yeah, I'll see you all guys. See you all guys later. Say hi to Masami for me. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Bye. I love you all. Oh, someone. Oh, Michael. This is for. Wait. Someone redeemed a kiss. Michael, this is for you. Mwah. And thank you for the headbats. Bye everyone. Take care. I love you all. Thank you.